welcome to AFK here on the Loading Ready Run Network. I'm your host, Ben, and joining me is Graham.
Hello.
Matt.
Woo.
And Beej.
Yeah.
And we are ready to throw some dice upon a mighty throne.
Oh, it's a pun.
Yeah, or throw
play on
dice
words.
in way of getting to the throne.
Oh, I see.
A homonym.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
we're fighting over the throne.
Yeah.
I
of
didn't
sorts.
realize that until now.
Dice thrown.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
no,
even
that,
when you say it out
that
loud,
blew
it's
my
not
mind.
clear, but
Did you just realize that now?
Yes.
Oh, God.
thrown my dice, yes.
Man, you give me so much credit.
Okay, moving on.
I'm pretty sure you guys are like fighting some sort of evil emperor guy.
Yo, are we? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I
Who's
probably
like,
should have read up on the lore.
he's
of
like,
Dice Throne.
he's like, I am the most powerful being in the universe. I wish to have somebody to challenge me. Here, play this strange game.
in a game of dice. I mean, that's like the nature of any of these.
That's how the
like
devil works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's like even with like Magic the Gathering, right? It's like in like the videos and stuff like that, they would be like, I am a mighty planeswalker and I will destroy you. No, I will destroy you. Well, let's fight about it with cards. And like in every like introductory video they would do, it would always be something like that.
Yeah,
So
really
Yeah.
over the top.
I feel like that's the nature of it. So, but before we get into what the heck all this is, a reminder that this stream is brought to you by the amazing folks over at wormwoodgaming.com. If you want to get one of their amazing products, we're using 2 of them right now. And if you want to get one of them for yourself and you live in the US, you can use code LRR for free shipping. And everywhere else, you can use code LRWorld for $10 off shipping.
That's Wormwood Gaming.
Thank God. I was like, which one's going to take it?
From the boats of skins and the trees of feasts. Offer not valid in wherever the hell you might be from.
There we go. I get genuinely worried when Adam or Ian are not AFK. I'm like, oh God, I hope somebody takes the afterword.
It was great because on Monday, when it was just Adam,
Yeah.
he was like, Wormwood Gaming. Right, yeah, like he remembered the table slap part, but not the actual like
Wormwood
slogan.
Gaming.
Yeah.
What you're supposed to say about it? Yeah.
It slaps.
Yeah. Also a
Holy
reminder.
shit, yeah, that's
Ooh,
real good.
That's a
Slaps.
very good one.
That's good.
A reminder that everything we do is brought to you by you over at our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You're the reason we're able to do all kinds of things. Like, for example, we will be going to Magic Fest Seattle coming up here. Like we leave in, I checked it was like 13 days.
Yeah.
We're leaving for it. So very, very soon. So you can come see myself and Graham and Adam and Serge and Cameron and James and Beej. And we
It's
will.
like everyone.
Yeah,
It's a lot of us.
It's a lot of us.
Yeah.
And we're going to be there doing all kinds of stuff. We'll be signing things. We also have a booth, which you can come and purchase our merch and do commerce and stuff.
Beej, what sort of things are we going to have at that booth?
We're
Yeah.
going to have, I should be specific. We're going to have the Phases and Phases scrub shirts. We're going to have the remainder of our Gundam Out shirts, because we are very low on Gundam Out shirts. And we're going to have the You're Brainstorming Wrong t-shirts.
Yes.
We're going to probably also have hoodies. We're going to have, should I mention the new stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have our Dice Friends dice bags.
Yeah.
And we're going to have 2 new dice bag designs that are going to show up for the first time at Magic Fest. There's going to be a Phases dice bag, which has the phases on the front and the scrub phases on the back.
Ooh.
And a luck sack.
Oh, no way!
Yeah.
The both of those things I was not aware were happening.
Yeah,
This is me learning about it,
Yeah.
too.
We're also we're bringing 7 playmats designs. So you're going to have the
7, but Beej, we don't have that many playmats.
No, we don't. Especially since all the Friday nights ones have now sold out completely. So you'll never be able to get that again. So there's the Lure logo, You're Brainstorming Wrong, the Ever Favorite Diagram 2.0,
Yep.
the Urza Ducrot.
Yeah.
There's the I didn't say You Were Brainstorming Wrong. Christ, this is really hard to do.
JoJo?
The JoJo mat.
Mhm.
Lure logo, Brainstorming Wrong, JoJo, Urza Diagram.
Hyund.
The Gundam Out reprints.
Oh, it's back.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Which,
with a fancy orange neoprene.
yeah,
Ooh.
because we could get a really cool color, so we decided to do
I know
that.
what the last one is.
And the last one is a limited edition. We only made 100 of these. Magic Fest Seattle 2019. We don't have the image to put up on screen.
No, we don't.
We don't. But
Didn't-
maybe
didn't plan for that.
We can think about that. We can show it to you another time. We'll have slides for it another time.
Super cool.
It's super cool. So if you want to get the limited edition Magic Fest Seattle 2019, it will not be available online at all. It'll only be available at Magic Fest. We may reprint the design in part later.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to go out there being like, we will never sell this online, because we might take off the Magic Fest. We might do a non-limited edition version of it.
Yeah.
With like a different neoprene and different text on it,
But
because it's
this
such a cool
one
design.
specifically-
But these 100 are limited edition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think I said the hoodies. I think I'm also going to bring some checkpoint.
I just don't want to do that.
Not?
I just don't want to do that thing where it's like, you'll never be able to get it ever again.
Oh, I want it.
Except
I
now.
was lying.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of and checkpoint mugs, I believe we'll have as well.
What's
Yeah.
the design? It's a.
Keep talking.
It's some.
can pull it out.
Do you have it handy?
Oh, you have it? Oh, let's show it, because it's boss. Oh, thank you, Ben.
It's embossed?
No.
It is not. It is not embossed. It, I believe, is also getting printed with the with that orange backing.
Yeah,
as
because
well.
it goes so well with the colors on
Yeah.
it. Paul's just taking a moment to acquire it. So.
The Luxac is essentially that emote that you use a whole bunch in real, live, physical form.
Yeah.
It is a burlap-looking bag. It's not burlap actual, but it's a burlap-looking bag.
There it is.
That's the design.
Except
Oh.
except it has text here that says loading ready run at Magic Fest Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
It's real good.
It's
Get
slick.
that give, Matt.
It's so
Love
good.
it.
God, I love the oranges and the blues.
it's so good.
Yeah. So, Patreon. Can I do this?
Yeah,
right now?
yeah.
Patreon.com. It's free to get into Magic Fest Seattle, so you better all show up.
Yeah, if you're just in Seattle, you can just come to the thing.
Yeah.
And just come to see us and say hi and then leave if you want.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Go to the vendors. Come to the booth.
We do. I would say we would probably suggest that you take part in the magicking.
I
and
would.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you don't play Magic, you don't have to. And if you want to look at what the vendors have, there's a whole bunch of vendors, and the vendors will appreciate you spending money there. I know I will.
Yeah, there's
Corvus,
also-
that is a featherweight original.
Yeah. There's also lots of cool panels and stuff going on, which I don't
Yeah.
know if you need to have a band or something to get
Sure
in.
about that.
I don't know how it's working.
But we are
Yeah.
doing a TTC live, I thought.
We are.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
also
You
A
have
bunch of
to
us
be
are going
in
to
a
be
band
on
to get
Tappy's
Match
the
game.
match game.
Nice.
Sydney Tappy Toe Claus is running a match game panel, and Adam Coble is running a one-shot D&D.
Yeah.
That I was like, I didn't realize he was like, hey, I'm running a one-shot. Do you want to be on it? And I was like, oh, hey, sure. I didn't realize it's actually just Adam Coble and all of us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lure.
wow,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
We are the players.
Yeah. It's going to be sweet. I'm really pumped for that.
Nice.
I don't know if for anybody who's watched Adam Cobell's D&D stuff, it's terrific. It's a very good one. Yeah. Anyways, that was a really good. That was some really good housekeeping.
Yeah. Let's throw some dice.
Yeah, so this is Dice Throne. It is actually, we should probably give a shout out to Paul in chat.
Yes.
Different Paul.
Yes, different Paul, who is actually from Roxley Games, who worked on this, and Beej and I performed with.
For many years.
In an improv troupe and stuff like that. So, hey,
Oh,
Paul.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
said, this is not sponsored, nor did they actually send us
No,
this.
no, it's just a very funny, happy coincidence.
Yep. This was sent to us by a fan, and sorry I've forgotten your name, but it'll be in the next Mailtime episode, the saga of trying to get this game to us.
Yes.
So that's looking forward to the saga.
Yeah, so let's talk about Dice Throne. So Dice Throne is a game where we are playing as different characters in an attempt to kill one another. The main goal of this game, and typically it's played in a 1v1 fashion, but we will be trying a multiplayer variant later. The goal is to reduce your opponent's life total to 0. Each person starts at 50 life, and with the other resource, which is combat points. There's life and there's combat points. And you also start at 2 to start the game. There are, for those of you guys who play Magic, for those of you folks who play Magic, I may accidentally use a Magic term or two, but the way that this goes reads very, very well in those kind of phases. And also, just a shout out to these boards. They look gorgeous.
I mean, I picked this. The season 2 ones look
Even better,
nicer.
yeah.
But I picked Shadow Thief because I read the description and I was like, oh, that just sounds like value.
yeah. Oh, yeah. They seem like a very
It's like
value.
you get to draw more cards, and I'm like, Great, that's never been a bad thing in games,
Yeah.
so I'll take that one.
So we should go down the phases and how things work. So there are 8 phases in total, although one of them we're not actually really using in a 1v1 match.
I saw a new T-shirt. I'm kidding.
Let's go through it. So first is upkeep. This is when any sort of effects that the 2 players can inflict any sort of status effects or stuff like that. This is when they would trigger. If there's nothing, you can kind of go right through upkeep, which a lot of people do in Magic anyway. Then there's the income phase. This is where you draw a card and you gain 1 combat point. Whoever goes first misses that. The first player to go misses that phase, but then afterwards, that's how it goes. Then you go to your first main phase. This is when you can either do as many times as you want 3 sort of actions. The first one is you can discard or sell cards from your hand to accumulate 1 combat point per card. Okay. You can use upgrade cards to upgrade your abilities, spending the allotted combat points indicated in the top of the card. Or you can use main phase action cards, which are cards that you can use during your main phase that perform some sort of action.
And you also use combat points for those.
Yes, exactly. Then after that is the offensive role phase. So whoever is the active player, because this goes back and forth in an active player sort of thing. I'm going to keep hitting these by accident.
It's okay.
You roll you roll any number of dice up to 3 times and activate a single offensive ability from your board.
Kind of feels a bit like Yahtzee in that.
A little bit. This kind of feels like Overwatch Yahtzee was how I described it.
Because you sort of, you roll and then you're sort of like, cool, with this roll, what can I do? Rather than like, I want to do this, hope I roll it, whoops, I didn't, go ahead.
Yeah. So can we go to Beej's board and we can kind of...
Do we have a close-up of just Beej's board?
Yes, we do.
Nice.
So we actually have these rotated, so whoever's the active player, you can see kind of what's going on there. So Beej is playing the Moon Elf character. And so you can see that these are all their different, this is all of Beej's combat abilities that he can use. And this is actually a defensive ability, which activates during the defense phase, which we'll talk about in a sec. But basically what happens is during the offense phase, Beej will roll his dice. And then he can pick which ones he would like to keep.
So I've got 3 1s and a 2 and a 5.
Yeah.
So maybe I want to try to build a whole bunch of the same thing.
Yeah. So there's 2 things that you can look at whenever you're doing this. You can either look at the symbols that are on them, or you can look at the numbers, because you'll see on Beej's board, there's symbols that matter, but there's also small and large straights. And I mean, if you've played Yahtzee or poker or anything, I'm sure you understand what that is. But it's basically making a line like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's a little more visually clear on the Season 2 boards. But
Yes.
yeah, the small straight is 4 dice, and the large straight is all 5 dice.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've rolled 4 of my arrow, and I have 1 of the foot, and it might just be a good idea to re-roll this one because I get to do this 3 times.
Sure,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So I do it again. I roll another foot.
Yeah.
I do it again. I roll the moon.
So now, at any point during this, Beej could also have cards that change the result of the dice. And then I'll say exactly on the card, and I'll go through those in a sec, when you can use them. But there are cards that just straight up augment dice. And also, Graham might also have cards that just straight up augment Beej's dice to try and screw him over.
Pardon me.
But in this sense, Beej, you rolled 4 arrows, and you would say, I activate, my longbow, which would deal 5 damage to Graham. Now we proceed right on into the defensive roll phase. Typically, if we were playing a multiplayer game, in between these is where Beej would choose who he's targeting. But in this case, since we're playing 1v1, he's obviously targeting Graham. So we would move into the defensive roll phase.
And now the Shadow Thief, I notice, has 2 defensive options. So I get to choose which of these I do, the Shadow Defense or the Counter Strike, and then I roll that number of dice, 4 or 5. And then depending on what comes up, it will say that certain things happen. It looks like the Shadow Thief doesn't actually get to stop any of the damage with his defensive rolls.
No, but you will notice this is actually a great segue into your different kinds of abilities and whatnot. So your main way, I believe, to negate damage is your Shadows ability, which are denoted with those little people-y tokens. So you'll notice that if Graham had a Shadows effect going on with him, you could probably read it out probably easier.
Oh yeah, sorry. When a player with this token is damaged as a result of an opponent's offensive roll, no damage is received and no defense is made, although the attack still succeeds and other effects may apply. Discard this token after the affected player starts and concludes a single turn while under its effects.
Yeah, so you kind of have like a mini block.
Yeah,
a little
but
bit.
when I have that, I don't make a defensive roll. Is that correct? It says no defense is made?
Yes, yeah.
Ah, interesting. Interesting.
So you kind of have to figure out how you're going to do it, I guess. So basically, but let's say hypothetically Graham didn't have shadows or whatever, so he would choose which one of his things. Let's say he chose Counter Strike or whatever.
Well, you can see the shadow defense. If he rolls 2 shadows, he does actually get a shadow and immediately uses it.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, right. Right.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
If I get 2... Where is it? There we go.
Such cheats.
If I happen to roll two shadows,
Yeah.
gain sneak attack, which is one of these. Whoops, sorry, one of these, and shadow immediately, which is cool.
So yeah, so there's different kinds of status abilities and whatnot. Beej also has a bunch that we'll probably go through as we go through the game, but I don't want to spoil anything. We should probably just see how it goes. But after defense is made, we resolve any of those kind of effects, any sort of defense, and then the resulting damage will happen and whatnot. And then afterwards, we proceed to a main phase 2.
Second main.
Yeah, in which Beej would be able to do any more upgrades he wanted to, or any of those. Basically, it's
burn
the
more
exact
cards
same
for
thing.
combat points, whatever I was doing before you.
And then at the end of your turn, the very last phase, which really only happens if
You're above 6?
you're above 6 cards, because you're only allowed to have a maximum of 6 cards in your hand. You can sell those cards, the discard, for 1 CP each. It's exactly the same rate as if you were doing it during your main phase, which is very, very nice. They're not just going away. You still will gain something off it.
You can see that there's that second main phase because depending on what your attack is, you could be gaining cards or you could be gaining CP or different things
Yeah,
through
exactly.
your attacking.
Okay.
So yeah, and then after that, it would proceed to Graham, and now Graham's the active player, and he would get to do all those kinds of things, and it just goes back and forth until somebody loses all their health. That's it.
So,
Excuse me.
Let's. I just want to briefly go over the cards because there's just one
yeah.
other thing that we should talk about. So the way to denote them.
these look way different than this.
Yes, they
Sorry,
do.
the video that we watched for like how to play was dealing with season 2 cards.
Yes.
And the graphic design looks. It's a step up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big time.
In season 2.
So let's go over to Beej's board, and I can kind of just show you exactly what's going on here. So here's an example of an upgrade card, and it's blue, which means that you could play it during your main phase. Nice. Now you can see on this, it says Exploding Arrow 3. It would go over top of this kind of thing. Now you might be saying, Ben, how can you go from Exploding Arrow 1 all the way to Exploding Arrow 3? Well, at any point at any
Speedrun
point,
strats.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Game
You cheated.
breakers, yeah.
At any point, you can actually do this. You're allowed to go all the way to upgrade level 3 if you want, but you have to spend 3 combat points to make that upgrade happen. Hypothetically, I thought I had pulled it out, but if let's say it's fine. Let's say Beej had Exploding Arrow 2 on there, right?
Which costs
which
2,
cost
I
him
think.
2
Yeah.
Well, actually,
combat points to
here's
do
an
it.
example. Longbow 2.
Okay, do you have Longbow 3?
And then there's Longbow 3.
Right, yeah, so if we go back to it, Longbow 2, if Beej had played it previous, cost him 2 CP. Now, if you wanted to upgrade it later, instead of paying 3, he only has to pay the difference between the two to upgrade it to its next level. And that's how upgrades work. Very, very simple. They just make those abilities better. We also, during the rolling phase, have the rolling phase cards. So for example, not this time. And Beej could play during the roll phase action to target player prevents 6 incoming damage. Coming in,
damn.
which is pretty neat. There's also, finally, instant cards, which can be played basically in response to things or at any time.
And they are
really.
like straight up unblockable. Like they just happen.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
There might be a counterspell. I don't know. I'm sure you never know. But anyways, for example, this instant draws Beej 3 cards. And it's just as simple as that. Those are the different kinds of cards we'll run into. I think there is one kind of ability that we aren't dealing with these characters. Only the Paladin character in the season 1 has it, but it's passive abilities. And they sort of activate as denoted on there. But because actually none of us are playing the Paladin today, we're not even going to talk about the passive abilities.
Oh, and we also all have an alt.
Right. Yes, your ultimate. That's a huge part of this game.
It's basically if you roll all 6s, right?
Yeah, so if we go back down to Beej's thing, what's really helpful is it actually does a breakdown here of what the numbers actually correspond to what symbols. So you'll notice Moon is 6s. So if Beej were to roll all 6s, he gets to do his Lunar Eclipse ability, which would gain him the evasive trait, which we'll talk about which we can talk about when it happens.
These are all technically called status effects.
Yes. He would inflict blind onto to Graham, and he would also entangle it and also target it. So and then also deal 13 damage. Now, the one thing
Wowee.
about ultimates, correct me if I'm wrong, is beyond like screwing with Beej's dice, Graham can't actually stop any
Yeah.
of the things going on.
Yeah, dice may be altered to prevent an ultimate, but no action of any kind may be performed by any opponent until the ability fully completes.
And if you do complete the ability or whatever
Yeah.
kind of a thing, Graham just takes it. He can't,
Yep.
he can't stop it.
So like that card that you just showed that was like prevent 5 damage doesn't work on an ultimate.
No. That I would assume.
I think you just eat it at that point.
Yeah.
I know the video said there was blockable damage
And unblockable damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
I'm not seeing built into this.
Not into these characters.
that must
no.
be a season 2
There are
thing.
some characters that actually do have unblockable.
Oh, I see.
And your
Except
guys' don't.
They just say the word unblockable
Yeah.
though. They don't
Yeah.
have the different icon.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad Paul's in the chat. No status effects, no cards, no offense roll. The ultimate ability goes through.
Cool.
Yeah. There we go. That was a very semi-quick and easy playthrough. I'm sure we'll run into things along as we go. But let's have some fun. Let's play the game. So I guess we'll start off with Beej and Graham rolling to see who gets to go
that's right.
first.
I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 2.
I get to go first.
So each of you guys gets to start
Oh,
with a
Paul,
hand.
that looks great.
It really does. Paul did a great job with these.
That's awesome. All right.
Each of you guys gets to start with 4 cards in
4
your hand.
cards, all
And of course, Graham will skip his income phase at the start and go right on into main phase 1.
Alrighty.
It seems delightfully complicated. I don't know. It seems like
It's not that complicated.
it's another one of those ones. Every board game lately that I feel like we've brought to the table
Yeah, as you learn
sounds
it.
sounds difficult at the start, and
Yeah.
then you play it and you go, oh.
And it's
yeah.
the nice thing, like this is one of the games where like the manual just basically has the description of what all the terms mean,
Yeah.
but all the actual like complication is written on the board itself or written on the cards.
All right. So I upkeep, nothing to happen. Main income phase, because I'm going first, don't do that. Main phase 1, I'm going to opt not to do anything. And let's go to the offensive roll phase. So let's roll my dice. Ka-chow. I've got, ooh, interesting. Okay, I've got 2 cards, a bag, shadow. Let's see here. Ooh, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 5, 6. Interesting, interesting.
Got a little bit of everything here.
So, well, that's good, because I could re-roll this and try to get a small straight.
Or there's the Cardocopia, which requires the 2 cards and also
Or a large straight.
Yeah.
If I get a, the only way that I could get a small straight is by getting a large straight. Now that I think about it, so
Yeah.
You know what's throwing me off actually, because I'm always pairing numbers up in this way, is there's no full house thing.
No.
There's no full house sort of roll.
I mean, I have a full house there.
Oh, that's true.
but
Okay.
but it has to be exactly,
Exactly those, yeah.
actually that's a good point. So, yeah, the Cardocopia. So I got 2 cards showing. So I could use this ability. That's draw. So it says draw 1 times that many cards, which in this case is 2, because that's how many I drew. And if Shadow was rolled, which it was, your opponent discards 1 card at random.
Hand attack on turn
it doesn't
1.
do any
Damn.
damage though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems dope as hell. I think I might do that.
Yeah?
Well, because otherwise I'm re-rolling to try and get a straight, which gains me a bunch of combat points, which is probably good early. I have to re-roll this 5, and I have to get a 3 is the only way that I can get the straight, and then I might lose my opportunity at Cardocopia.
Yeah.
So
Or if you roll that 5 again, then you get the opportunity to do it anyway.
Yeah.
You get 2. You get 2. It's that you roll all 5 on your first roll. You can pick any number to re-roll, and then on the last roll, you can only pick 1 dice to re-roll. Was that
As many as you want.
Which is as many as you want every
yeah,
time.
anytime,
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Okay.
So-
But you can only pick 1 ability.
Go for the alt.
So what I'm going to do is,
Coward.
because I can re-roll stuff, I'm going to set these aside.
You can put them on my tray if you want.
I'm going to set those aside, and I'm going to try, because these are irrelevant. If I want to go
Yeah.
with Cardocopia, so I'm going to try and roll these, because if these come up as more
Cards.
I get to draw more cards.
Oh, that seems so strong.
No, and that doesn't. Rolling another shadow doesn't matter
No, you've already got the 1.
because I've already got 1, because it only does it once, and there's nothing.
Isn't it because you have those though that it only counts those, or is it that you need minimum these 2? To
you
need minimum
you need
of
2, and
Yeah.
you draw
Yeah.
1 times that many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at
You
minimum,
get
whenever
more.
you're using that, you're always going to draw 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a threshold.
So this is interesting now because now I have two
shadows.
shadows. So I could, if I rolled a 6 again, I could do the shadow dance,
Jumping on
which
the
is
shadow
interesting. But I think I'm just going to try and.
early card
I
advantage.
think I'm just going to go.
Remember,
try
you can
and
only
run
keep
the card.
6 at the end of your
Yeah,
turn.
that's
but-
fine. Okay, didn't get it. Ended up with 2 bags, which is interesting. Now I can only do one of these things,
Yes.
even though I have the stuff to do.
You could pickpocket.
I could pickpocket. And if Shadow was rolled, some or all of this CP gain may instead be stolen from your opponent.
Wow! Oh my God! Shadow Thief.
I could just I could just take your combat points.
Oh my God!
You could lock.
We
these
found
down,
we found the blue player.
and it's the purple one.
As
On
Paul in
turn
chat
one.
says, Shadow Thief is kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
no kidding.
Boy, I'm glad I pointed that out to you.
Wow.
Have you ever watched a man's life drain from his body?
That's interesting. I wonder which is more backbreaking. Like, probably that.
How do
Well,
you-
that's the
In
point,
order for me
right?
to
Yeah.
get combat
Oh, yeah.
points, I have to discard cards.
Yeah,
and in order for me
exactly.
to use my combat points, I have to have cards. So
Yeah.
whether you remove cards from my hand, or you steal my combat points,
I like the one where I get card advantage. So I'm gonna use Cardicopia.
Yep.
So I draw 2 cards. I don't know that it matters if I look at them now or not. So okay, cool.
I mean,
And
don't
then
you also have a small straight there.
so
No.
No.
3, 4.
5,
Five,
6.
six.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Could've done
yeah.
that instead.
Yeah, wow. That's well. I already drew
have
the cards, so I
options.
couldn't. The small straight would have gained me 3, and then deal half
Half your CP. So,
half of my CP as damage.
so you would have 5, and you would deal 3 damage.
Yeah.
so many
options.
things. Okay, cool. This is super cool. All right. Anyway, so 1 through 4, 5, or 6, I'll reroll. So that one.
My triple up. I draw 3 cards.
Oh!
Is there a discard?
It just goes
discard.
face up underneath.
Okay.
Yeah.
Face up.
No. Like sorry, I'm like a discard pile. Sorry.
Sure.
Face up underneath.
Oh,
like
below.
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
see,
Below is
okay.
also yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
Down.
Yeah.
South.
Make a new pile, Beach.
Yeah. All right. So second main phase.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
Sorry, you can get him back.
I mean,
see
that
here.
feels like the point of the game.
Remember,
I
the
will get
cards
that.
augment things, but
Yeah.
they're not exactly the things that will win you the game.
Yeah,
It's doing your abilities from the dice.
straight up luck.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Yeah.
I liked Yahtzee enough as a kid, but I did find the whole thing of like you're just constantly kind of racing against each other to get
Oh,
your
I could've.
things. I like this idea of I'm gonna punch you.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Yeah.
I like the idea of a fight.
I could have done stuff. There's cards that do things that I should have paid attention to, but that's fine. Okay, I'm going to use the Shadow Coin. It costs nothing, and I gain 2 CP.
Ooh.
Dang.
And then I'm going to... Instant... So instant actions can happen
Whenever.
whenever.
Yeah. You don't have to do it
Then...
on your turn.
All right, in that case, I will pass the turn. So I can do stuff at the end of Beach's turn.
Yeah.
Right? Cool. All right.
So you've got you've got less than
I
6.
have 5.
All right. There you go, Beach. It's your
right.
turn.
I believe in you.
So nothing happens on upkeep.
That's
'cause,
right.
But you do get your income.
So I gain 1 CP,
Yep. And draw a card.
and I draw 1 card.
And then you move to your main phase.
All right. Just want to see how the things. Oh, I see. Oh, that's neat.
Does the star represent CP? Yes, it does. So you've got your health with the heart and the numbers.
Oh,
that starts
that's
with
very
CP.
neat.
So what's collateral damage?
So collateral damage. So there's actually. A
I
bunch
only
of
ask
different-
because I have an ability that deals
Yeah,
collateral damage.
There's a couple. If Beach, if you're about to do a thing, we can.
Explain it.
Cool. So there's normal damage, undefendable damage, pure damage, collateral damage, and ultimate damage. So normal damage is what we've been.
Yeah.
It's normal, undefendable. Pure damage is a special type of undefendable damage, denoted by a red circle with the number in it. Probably not. We're reading off of the season 2 rules.
Right.
It's not defendable, but it is avoidable, which what I assume that avoid is a key word that's written on
Okay.
a card kind
Right.
of
Yeah.
thing, right? So you get to use your defense ability, but you could use a card to get away from it.
Sure.
It's not enhanceable, so I assume there's also cards that will increase damage and whatnot. And there's no special targeting rules or anything for it. Collateral damage is a special type of undefendable damage denoted by blah, blah, blah. It's not defendable, but it is avoidable. However, its main kind of thing is it has special targeting rules specified on the ability or the card. Usually it'll be like, it's a splash damage or something like that, I believe. And when dealt to multiple players of the same team at the same time, reduce the health dial by the combined total.
Oh, okay. So against Beej 1v1, my Shadow Dance just does damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's ultimate damage.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. I am going to spend.
Sorry, Paul Saxberg says, this is far more than you usually need to know to play this game. Kudos on how thoroughly you're explaining things. We like to make sure that everyone's up to speed, or at least as up to speed as we can.
Yeah.
It keeps the chat from yelling their ideas at us about how to play the game.
Yeah. Oh no, our secret.
I mean, it doesn't help that.
Yeah.
What's up, Moon
We
Elf?
can pretend.
Yeah.
And Paul pointed out an interesting thing. So internally, everybody has a 4-letter code that refers to who they are. So mine is Melf.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my 4-letter code internally.
I'm a big fan of your acid arrows.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna spend.
Beej is such a melf.
I'm gonna spend. Second, play ability upgrades. Play main
E
phase action
stands for
cards.
everyone.
E for everyone. Yep.
That's what we've been being taught for years. I'm going to spend 2 combat points to upgrade an ability.
Okay.
Cool.
What are you upgrading?
Covered shot. Covered shot moves from being just this to being
to-
covered shot or evasive action. Now I have
Okay.
an extra ability that I can
Oh.
enact instead if I want to.
That's a really cool
Give
upgrade.
you some more options.
Yeah, definitely.
That leaves me with 1 combat point, and I can sell cards to gain back combat points.
Although these don't cost combat points, do they?
They don't. No.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? It's like, so even if Graham does make Beej discard his whole goddamn hand,
Yeah.
right? Beej can still do the main thing of the game, which is inflict damage via
The
its
rolling the
combat
dice.
abilities.
Yeah, exactly.
So now I can burn a card
Yeah.
to get a combat point, and that's going to be Moon Prism Magic.
Ooh.
Anyway, so I can get a combat point back from that, and I can upgrade my another ability if I wanted to.
Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
going to do that and upgrade Exploding Arrow.
Whoa.
So
Beej is getting so buff.
because I'm worried you're going to start stealing my cards, so I
as
might as well get
spend
them on the
all.
board.
That makes sense.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so I move to offensive roll.
Okay.
All right.
Feet.
So you got a
a
couple
whole bunch of
arrows. Got 3 arrows. Do you have anything that works with that immediately?
You're close to
Your
coverage.
longbow.
You were very close to covered shot.
Very close to covered shot. So I
And
think what I'll
evasive
do is I'll take. I'm going to take, because I'm also close to getting a small straight. So
Yeah.
what I'll probably do is I'll re-roll one of my 2s.
You also have longbow.
Yeah, I immediately have a small longbow. Yeah. So I'm going to re-roll this.
Okay. You got a 2.
I got another 2, which I had before.
Now, oh no, never mind. You need
Yeah.
a foot if you wanted to use
I
your
need a foot
upgrade.
if I want a covered shot.
Yeah.
So let's just see what happens here. I
same
have
thing.
1, 2, 3.
So let's bring him back over here because the camera can only see your side.
So there we go. I have 1,
I
2,
would
3,
say if you're
5,
holding
5.
them, put them on your thing. And
Okay.
then that way, people.
That makes better sense. Yeah, I'll just put them out here.
Because yeah, if you look at the camera, you can't see his. Yeah.
I didn't quite get covered shot, eh?
Didn't quite.
No.
So the best thing for me to do at this point is to attack with my longbow, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing else I can do there.
Okay.
So I deal 3 damage.
All
All right. So,
And on my turn, I can play this as a roll phase only after attacking an opponent. Is that what I'm doing right now? I'm attacking an
Yes.
opponent. So now I get to roll one of these die, and on any of these symbols, I can inflict other stuff.
you add it. You add 2 damage.
Inflict entangle or inflict blind, depending
Sure.
on how this comes up.
Yeah.
A foot.
5.
You have been entangled.
What's that mean?
So, entangle means a player afflicted with this token gets 1 fewer roll attempts during their next offensive roll phase.
Cool.
At the conclusion of that roll phase, you may remove that token. So instead of rolling 3 times, you can only roll 2 times.
Ooh.
All right. All right.
Okay.
So I get to defend now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll 4 dice. I'm going to use my Shadow Defense. Ka-cha! So I get a Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry. No. I rolled Shadow, so I gain Sneak Attack.
It's 2. Oh,
No. For one Shadow, I gain Sneak Attack. A player with this token may spend it at the conclusion of their offensive roll phase, so that doesn't do anything here.
What does it do in general, though?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I rolled a Shadow, so I gain Sneak Attack, which says a player with this token may spend it at the conclusion of their offensive roll phase to roll 1 die and add the value of the die to their damage total. This cannot be applied to collateral damage, which is
pretty good.
That's cool, but it doesn't stop me from taking 3 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I take 3 damage. Beep, boop, boop.
First blood.
Yeah, 3 damage. Yeah.
And then it goes to my next main phase, which I have no cards remaining, so I can't do anything, and I have no cards in hand. So discard, and I pass the turn. It's your turn.
At the end of your turn,
Ooh.
I'm going to spend 2 of my combat points to triple up and draw 3 cards.
Ah.
Jeez.
1, 2, 3.
All right.
And then
That's your upkeep.
now I will upkeep, which resolve applicable status effects, which nothing, because this doesn't go away until after my
Offensive roll.
offensive roll.
Yeah.
Income, I'm going to gain a combat point and draw a card.
End step ancestral.
Yup. Let's see here.
Pepige, you're winning.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
I have no cards in hand, and
All right, I'm in
I've
my main
upgraded
phase.
2 of my things.
Yeah.
I'm winning.
So I'm
Yeah,
going
I mean,
to
yeah.
I'm going to go to Vegas,
good?
baby.
Oh.
Vegas.
I roll 1 die and gain half the value rounded up as combat points.
Oh my god!
3.
3.
So I gain 3 combat points.
Holy moly.
Rich!
Nice. So I got 6 combat points. What am I going to do with these 6 combat points? Let's.
If we were playing Go Fish, B should
guess-
be doing great.
Yeah, a 5 is technically the highest amount you could have. Like, even if you roll a 6, it's still 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
You're good at gambling.
I'm in.
I understand now why the whole thing is the 3 nicest words in Magic are draw a card.
Draw a card.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to spend 1 combat point to upgrade my pickpocket to pickpocket level 2.
Oh.
It's the upgrade is that it gives me an additional. So it makes each of these better by 1 combat point and gives me an additional 1 if I roll 5 bags.
Oh, if you straight up Yahtzee those,
Those beggaroos.
yeah.
Yeah, and the bottom effect is the same, which is if shadows rolled, some or all of this combat point gain may instead be stolen from the opponent. So we'll do that.
I got nothing.
Then I will go. Yeah, exactly. So then I will go on to my offensive roll phase. So let's goodbye. Oh, well. See what we got. We got 3 bags, a dagger, and the shadows, which is also 1, 3, 3, 4, 6. So what can we do with this?
What do you
3
want to
bags
do?
is a great way to get combat points so far.
Yeah, so 3 bags. I could get 4 combat points.
Worth noting, you can only have a maximum of 15 combat points at a time.
Yeah.
Right. Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So I can now because of the entangle, I only get 1 reroll.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
So go for that bag Yahtzee.
Like I think so. This is probably just like a building turn.
It's interesting, yeah. So if you decide to give, I mean, yeah, he doesn't have any combat points, but it's like, yeah, if you wanted to go for that Yahtzee one in the future, you'd have to think about, do I want to steal from him or do I want to?
Yeah.
Or, you know, baby needs a new pair of shoes. Just re-roll them all.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll keep the bags, and we'll see what I can roll with these 2.
I wonder if Red Dragon Inn would be good on Steam or stream. Yes, it would be. We played it multiple times. It's my favorite board game.
Oh, really?
You can
Yes.
see it behind Graham on,
Yeah.
on a shot of, I don't know if you even have a shot of Graham that direction.
No, we
It's
don't.
over.
We're not doing.
It's over there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Here. I didn't know.
Hi.
Hey.
I didn't know we had camera 7 tonight. Hello.
Hi.
We also have camera 5.
Oh, we do. Those aren't really well framed, but that's because we didn't think we'd be using them.
Yeah.
So what I rolled was 2 daggers, but more importantly, what I rolled was a small straight.
Oh,
you
yes.
did.
Yeah.
Yes!
So
Oh, mama.
I'm going to use my shifty strike. So I gain 3 combat points.
Yep.
Boop, boop, boop. And then I deal half my combat points as damage. So I deal
4.
4 damage. So then
All right.
you get to defend.
All right. I have no cards to play to do anything in response, so I get
Oh wait,
to,
hang on.
How many? Well, okay, so
I get to roll 5.
You're rolling 5.
Wait.
okay.
Wait.
Right, you have sneak attack.
Yeah, I'm going to use my sneak attack as well. So I get to roll 1 die and add the value of the die to the damage total.
Ooh.
Ka-chow! 4.
So 8? I guess your Entangle's also gone. Too,
Yeah, Entangle's gone now.
All right, Beach.
So, missed me. Hit or miss.
So how does it go?
On 2 feet, prevent half the damage,
Ooh.
round it up, and for every 2 arrows, deal 1 damage.
Oh, you can hit me back. Interesting.
You have 2. I have 4 feet.
4 feet,
And
but
1 arrow.
only 2 count,
Yeah.
correct?
I
Yeah.
guess, yeah. I was wondering, does it double half?
Yeah, that'd be
But no.
so good.
I don't think
So
so.
keep 2 feet.
It'll say like X.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Times.
So you take 4.
Yeah.
Take 4 and deal 1 back.
No,
No.
because you have to.
Oh, it's 2 arrows. Okay, 2 arrows. Gotcha.
So am I? You only get 1 roll for defense.
Yes.
Damn. It's still really good.
So you take 4 damage.
I take 4 damage.
Better than taking 8.
Yep.
Cool.
46 is not 0.
Yeah.
Then I will try to remember that I have this card next turn. And okay, I will use, in my second main phase, I will use the action Sneaky to use 1 combat point, and I gain sneak attack for next turn.
Seems good.
And I'm down to 5 cards. Go ahead.
All right, Beach.
Upkeep.
Nothing.
Income. Card. Oh.
Is it good?
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, I like that. I
Are
like
you
that sound.
excited?
I am actually excited about that. That's really
Okay.
good. Main phase. Can't use this. Can't do anything. Offensive phase, then. So let's roll dice.
More feet business?
Ooh, that's 4 arrows.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's pretty good.
So 4 arrows is that longbow there.
That deals 5 damage right off the bat.
You also have 1, 2, 3, 5.
Yeah,
You got a 4. You could go for that small
large straight,
Yeah.
which is pretty good.
Or a small straight, if you want to maintain your longbow.
Oh boy, the risk reward.
I know, right?
What is blinding shot? Inflict blind, gain evasive, and deal 8 damage.
Yeah.
What does blind do out of
So
curiosity?
blind, the next time the player afflicted with this token concludes their offensive roll phase, the player must first roll 1 die. If the return of the die, or the result of the die is 1 or 2, their offensive roll phase has no effect of any kind.
Oh my god.
Nice.
And then
So
you
it's
Rough.
just a third, a 1 in 3 chance of just totally fading their
Whipping
chain.
there.
Yeah. So it's kind of
Fog.
valuable to do that.
That's blinding shot. You also have entangling shot available.
Yeah.
Which gets entangle and 7.
Well, currently,
Entangle's not bad.
currently none of those are available.
But blind is definitely great if I can do it. So
Go for it. Just roll that 1. You got it, man.
I just got to get a 4 out of this.
Yeah, that's it.
All right,
Ready?
I believe in
let's
you.
go for that 4.
Magic.
Landed it!
Yahtzee!
Wow, I've been banished to the Shadow
So I'm
Realm.
gonna keep those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a shadow thief, so that should be fine.
In response, okay. So defensive, I did that. Targeting, obviously, skip that. So moving on to you.
So I believe how it goes, this is the part where I'm a little bit fuzzy, but I believe
Yeah.
you chose this.
Yes.
You now, regardless of what
I have to
Graham
push
is
all this
due,
stuff down.
you'll be inflicting blind.
Yeah.
And Graham can also play any cards that would stop the damage or whatever, but I think the blind, there's no big real way for you to stop it.
And I gain evasive.
Unless he has a thing that says you stop.
let's
Yeah.
I will. No, I guess I just move on to defense. Then.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Which one are you going to use?
I'm gonna use the counter strike.
Ooh, with poison as an option.
That's worrying.
Well, you got the poison.
Bleh.
I did. So I got one of those.
Return damage.
So that's 1 times dagger, so I deal 1 damage to you.
Okay.
And I also got a dagger and a shadow. The rest of this is irrelevant. So I inflict a poison upon you.
Which means
A player afflicted with this token is dealt 1 damage per poison token during the upkeep phase of their turn. Persistent.
Oh.
so
You're
I'm
taking
poisoned.
1 damage,
Yeah.
turn so
Okay.
far.
Wow, how do you get
no.
rid of that?
No idea.
You might have a card.
So
There
I'm
might be a card
blind.
that's like get rid of a token.
I'm blind. You've gained evasive, and you deal 8.
I deal 8 to you, and you deal 1 to me.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about. Did we talk about evasive? What does evasive do?
So evasive, when a player with evasive receives damage, they may choose to spend this token. So because of that 1 you dealt to me, I could choose to spend my evasive. If I do, I roll a dice. If the outcome's 1 or 2, no damage is received.
Okay.
And you
so
can
it's-
spend multiple evasive tokens in an attempt to prevent the same source of damage. So if I
So
F
it's-
up, I can just keep spending until
It's
I
Right.
like it's
okay.
like blind, but from your side as well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use a roll phase action as well. I'm gonna use 1 combat point to say not this time and prevent 6 of those 8 damage.
Ooh.
Whoa.
So I will take 2 damage.
I'll
Beep,
take
boop.
1 damage.
All right.
And
Main phase 2.
can't do anything. I'm below 6 past the turn.
All right.
I say go.
So
There it is. Yeah.
upkeep. So the blind happens at the offensive roll phase. So this is all normal. So I draw a card and gain a combat point.
I didn't know you were an infect player.
Apparently. Ooh, that seems useful. Let's do that. I'm going to spend 2 combat points to upgrade my Shifty Strike
Ooh.
to Shifty Strike 2.
Nice. Thank you for going right into it. I was about to do some sort of like actually thing, and I was not prepared to do that.
So I've got the same thing. It's upgrading from small straight, gaining 3 and dealing half, to small straight gains 4 and deals half.
Ooh, but,
But it also has now a Shadow Strike, which just deals half of the combat points as damage and inflicts poison.
Sweet.
So that's neat.
Did you not have a small straight ability before?
No, I did. It was the
Oh, it
Shifty
is
Strike.
that,
Yeah.
yes,
It's just it's
sorry.
now added
Yeah.
another one.
I do like that these, as they upgrade, they can there's even though it's just little changes.
There's more backup options
Yeah,
too, which is
yeah.
really helpful. Yeah.
All right, so let's see what's going to happen here.
Fight time.
Quaza. So
That's some bags.
I got 3 bags, a dagger, and a shadow, and 2, 3, 4, 6. So that's interesting.
You really like bags.
I mean, they're a thief.
bags.
Got to do those thiefy skills.
And so what? So I'm not entangled, so I get to roll
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah.
But then because I'm blind,
You have to roll 1 dice when you're done your offensive roll.
and
To
if
see if it
it's
even
and if it's
happens.
1 or 2, then nothing happens.
Yes.
Correct. So this might not matter at all. So who cares what you do?
Well, it just
Playing the mind game.
So if I had any cards that changed dice outcome or whatever, that would not be a good time to use them right now because
You might need them. For
it
the
might be a
next-
waste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because anything that changes a dice outcome on, you have a card that does it on any roll. I think even on that roll, on your blind roll. So if you F up, you could play that to reroll
Yeah.
your blind roll.
So the blind is at when they conclude the offensive roll. Is that
Yeah.
before or after I use sneak attack?
Well, you would basically have to declare whatever it is you're doing, and if your sneak attack
Because they both
happens-
happen at the
at the
conclusion
conclusion.
of the phase.
I think because it's your turn, you go first.
From what I
Yeah.
understood,
I'm the
it's
active
based on
player.
the active player. And
So
goes
I would have to
clockwise.
use sneak attack or not before we find out if I'm even hitting you.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think your sneak attack damage.
Ah, the stack.
Yeah, adds. Your sneak attack damage adds. It's not separate from.
The stack is a beautiful, beautiful
Yeah.
thing.
Okay, well, what am I going to do here?
So if you roll the 1 or 2 on the blind and you were say doing Shifty Strike, you wouldn't even gain the CP.
Is it so? Is
It has
Yeah.
no effect.
It's no effect of any kind.
Yeah.
yeah?
Otherwise, it proceeds normally.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go bags.
Yeah. Bags.
Bags.
No bags.
Knives.
But
Is that a split?
2 daggers doesn't do anything.
Yay!
right? No, that doesn't do anything.
I mean, you have another roll.
Yeah, so I'll just do that again because I guess I could, whoop, goodbye. With 2 daggers, which were, I think they were both 1s actually. That's relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could try to go for just daggering you. But like right now, I at least have the pickpocket thing. So yeah, I'll just go for this. Hoi! Ooh!
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
Does that do something?
Well, it helps with that.
So you would steal. You would gain 4, but you'd be stealing that from.
You could steal some or all of it.
Right.
So basically, you gain 4 and drop beach down to 0.
Okay.
I mean, if you wanted to.
Right.
Or
Okay.
you can shadow strike. Or-
no,
oh,
I need,
no,
I
never
need the
mind.
daggers for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to attempt to pickpocket 2, and stealing that from you, and I'm not going to use the sneak attack because it might not happen at all.
Makes sense.
So I'm going to roll this to see if it even happens. Sure doesn't.
Ah.
But now blind goes away.
All right.
Very temporary,
Seems
Elvis.
strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so the Moon Elf's damage may not match hit for hit with many opponents. However, her ability to repeatedly dodge attacks while simultaneously using the power of the moon to blind and entangle her foes makes her a frustratingly dangerous opponent to face.
Yeah.
Frustratingly dangerous is a very good description.
Yeah. Also, I'm poisoned.
Yeah.
I couldn't have done Shadow Strike because I re-rolled the daggers.
Yeah.
The daggers became the shadows. That's where those came from.
Moon
So.
prison power.
In that case, I have 4 cards in my hand, so go ahead.
All right.
So the poison happens now.
Yes. Upkeep. Poison.
Okay, I take.
Ka-cha!
Great. And now,
Now you income.
don't have to worry about anything.
Draw a card and get a combat point.
I gain a combat point and I draw a card. I think to be honest, I think I might have just picked Moon Elf because of the Dragon Prince.
one
Sure.
called Sailor.
Yeah. Oh my God. The Dragon Prince is so good.
It starts,
Weak.
yeah, real weak, and the
And then it
animation's
just-
not great.
And then it just picks up, and
gets better.
it's like a rollout.
I don't know what that
It's a Netflix original.
It's made by the folks who did Avatar.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
cool.
Yeah.
Is it actually a Netflix original, or is it Netflix original in the same way that some of their anime is, where they're like, we localized it?
Yeah, no, I believe it's actually
just a
Netflix
straight up
original.
original.
I think they put
Yeah.
some money into it. They just
Cool.
didn't put a lot of money into it, I think, in the first season.
Yeah. It has that weird like 40 X frames per second that isn't 60 or like 30.
Yeah.
Like it's weird, kind of like if you've seen the Blame anime movie.
Yeah.
But you get used to it
All
really
right.
quickly, I found.
I'm going to play a card. I'm going to pay 1. Get that out of here.
Oh, can you put it over the
Yep.
What
Which
is?
is remove 1 status effect
No.
from target player.
Oh, there you go.
So
Poison.
those are in the deck. That's
Okay.
still good.
and that we found out how to get rid of poison.
Yay. It
Just
can,
get it out of there.
can be gutted rid of.
Get out of here.
And I'll move on. I got nothing else I can do because I want to hold on to this. I'm going to move to offensive.
Fighting time.
In the fighting place, 1, 2, 5, 5, 6.
So you got 2 feet and 2 arrows, which is interesting.
That's a good start at trying to make either my covered shot.
Yeah, I mean you would need 1 foot, right?
Yeah.
To do the covered shot.
So let's go for that.
Or longbow if it's.
Yeah, if
not
I
that
if
way.
I start making my way towards something else.
Because you have 3 shots at getting another arrow.
Yeah.
Oh,
there you go.
Or F me, I guess. All right.
Every time.
I think I'll make the covered shot.
Okay.
Fair.
Okay, so for covered shot, I gain evasive. Mm-hmm. So that's 2 evasives because they stack up to 3.
Yeah.
Some of these you can't stack. So, and then I make my covered shot, which deals 9 damage.
9 damage.
Yeah. These are high, I think, because the idea is supposed to move the game like along quite
Yeah,
fast.
because 50 is a lot of life.
Yeah.
You guys have not moved that far.
No. So yeah, I domi for 9. 9.
9?
9.
All right, I'm going to go for the counter strike. Dinger.
Excuse me.
That,
Do 1 point of damage.
yep, that's it. I do 1 point of damage. Okay,
right.
okay.
I take a point of damage.
Yep,
You take
9.
9.
Oof.
And second main, I have no main that I want to play at the moment. Discard. Say go.
Great.
You can keep
I
making hits
appreciate
like
that the
I know,
for
right?
the moon elf the foot icon is not a particularly like elven dainty foot.
I mean, it's got 4 toes.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
It looks like kind of it's a sturdy foot.
Maybe it has a low arch.
Should have been like a high heel.
Yeah, it was like, noted elf
Anthropologist, yeah.
foot anthropologist, Paul.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all up in that.
If there's something I have a lot of knowledge on, it's elf feet.
It's elf feet.
Yeah. Nude elf feet.
Are we...
He just
I'm on.
turboed through his, yeah.
Oh,
I didn't do anything.
Yeah. So we're
Oh,
going
some
on to...
sixes.
Yeah, Graham's
Ooh.
fighty face.
Set up for that shadow
Interesting.
shank.
So I
Ultimate.
can Shadow Strike. Right now I can Shadow Strike
Or shadow dance.
or Shadow Dance, which
Dancing's cool.
that seems pretty sweet
This is
actually.
kind of light against dark here.
It is, really. Yeah.
Then you gain shadows and sneak attack. So the interesting, can you have, it does not stack, which is the tough part, right? So it's like, because you're choosing to use sneak attack at the conclusion of your thing. So if you were to use shadow dance, you would technically, like you would still be getting a sneak attack, but you wouldn't be like netting another one kind of a thing.
Oh right, because the Shadow Dance deals collateral damage, and the sneak attack can't add to collateral damage.
Yeah. Well, there's also the thing, but what I was kind of going for was like, because it says that you choose to use sneak attack at the conclusion of when you're choosing your ability, right? Or
It's
when
the
you're-
conclusion of the offensive roll phase.
Oh, okay. So you could choose to use it and then have the effects, and then get the.
Well, I can say I'm using Shadow Dance and then just not use my sneak attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also, as part of Shadow Dance, I also gain sneak attack,
Yeah.
which can't stack.
Yeah.
and I
Sorry,
already
that's
have
what
it?
I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But you could also be building to your shank.
Yeah.
And that's the
it's-
closest you've gotten so far.
Yeah. No, it's tempting.
Yeah, right?
Chat has pointed out that you may be required to demonstrate the shadow dance if you choose that one.
So let's see here. Shadow Strike.
What's it called? Shadow Shank.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And ultimate damage can't be
I can't
evaded.
do anything about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna try for the Shadow Shank.
Yeah.
Let's go. Nope. Try one more time.
Oh, real close.
So close. Do you have one that augments a dice?
I'm going to spend one combat point to say samesies to change the outcome of one of my dice to be the identical to another one of my dice.
Oh, he got there.
Ultimate ready. So,
Wait for the next team fight.
yeah. I need healing. Okay, so
The character feels like a Genji.
gain 3 CP boop, 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 to 8, then deal CP as damage plus 5.
13.
I think it's, your current
And I am gonna use my sneak attack because this is ultimate damage.
Yeah.
So I will also add an additional 3. So it's
16.
8 plus 5, 13, 16.
And you gain shadows.
And I gain shadows.
Oh my goodness. All right, so that takes me to,
Yes.
27.
yeah, thank you.
And I gain the shadows.
And he can't even bother, and he can't do any defensive stuff against that, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do our taxes, Beach.
Yeah. I don't. I give that all to somebody else.
True. Yeah, sorry. I handed you my tax form.
Yeah, you
Beach.
did. Yeah. I have to scan it in and send it to somebody who cares.
Yeah. All right, so you got the shadows ability, and that's kind of one of your defensive things, right?
Yeah. It's when a player with that token damages as a result of an opponent.
No damage is received and no defense is made.
Yeah. Sorry, some people are asking about losing sneak attack or whatever. At the conclusion of your turn, remove all status effects and gain shadows. So I didn't lose sneak attack before I could use the sneak attack
Oh, okay.
there. So I'm taking the shadows now because I'm not going to do anything in my second main. That's the end of my turn.
You opted to conclude your turn and do the thing.
Well, I added this in the offensive roll phase.
Yeah.
Now I'm ending my turn. I lose all my status effects of none, and I gain shadows.
Yeah, exactly.
So, go ahead.
I think that more so is referring to the fact that like if Beach had like entangled you and
Yeah.
blinded you or whatever, and
Yeah.
somehow you made your way around, or if it's somehow you had a
on what people are,
persistent
yeah.
effect or something
If
like
you
that,
had a poison
you
type
could
thing
drop
on you.
those
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
Or targeted. Actually,
I think
I
you
have one
would
for
have
targeted.
lost sneak attack, but they're like, if you're doing this ultimate, you're gonna use your sneak attack.
Yeah,
so it's
obviously.
fine.
Yeah.
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 All right, Beach.
Okay.
So you have no more poison, so that's
Yes.
cool. So you go onto your
Good for me.
yeah,
Yeah.
income phase.
Income phase. I get a card.
Go
I
on.
mean, that's really funny.
What does that mean?
And the art for this is really, really great.
And it's even better in the season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the actual the character art is great in both versions, but the
Overlay.
Okay.
design art is a little better in
I
season
have
2. Yeah.
no main.
Okay.
We're just gonna move to offensive.
Fight
All right,
time.
let's do it. 2, 4, 3, 2, and I can't see the other one because your hand's
5.
over it.
Yeah.
5.
So
2,
you-
3, 4, 5 is a small straight.
Sure is.
Yeah. So that's a good start.
might as
Are
well
you
just
gonna-
go for the large, right?
I'm thinking that. Yeah.
Entangling shot.
2.
So you need a one
or a 6.
1 or a 6. That's the good small straight to have.
Hmm.
Oh.
I'm gonna spend.
Mm.
Before you spend a card to
Yeah.
do a thing,
Yeah.
I'm in the shadows. As a reminder, when a player
yeah.
when a player with this token is damaged as the result of an opponent's offensive roll phase, no damage is received.
But you
So
would
if I was
still,
to do this, then what I'd have to do is do this. Bye bye. Remove one status effect from target player.
Oh.
I see. I see.
Out of curiosity, though, it says damage. So if he was using entangling shot, would you still get entangled? I would say, but you wouldn't take any damage.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
blind explicitly says nothing happens, whereas that one just says
Yeah.
So I'm going to attack with that, which means you gain entangle, or I inflict entangle, and I deal 7 damage to you.
I'm going to spend 4 combat points
Whoa! What's this?
and go back in the shadows.
Oh snap!
Huzzah!
That's an expensive card, too.
Damn.
Yeah, but I don't take. How much was that?
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I've used that.
All right.
So I get the entangle, but I went ha sha sha.
Okay. That's in my second main. Nope. No discard and say go.
Great. All right. Nothing in my upkeep.
That was so good though that I made you burn so many combat points.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. Seems like a lot of Graham's damage does come from a high combat point sort of potential, or trying to get poison in early or something like that. So
It's I'm a little, the part that disappoints me is that I don't seem to have any way to gain extra cards for myself. So
Yes.
I am relying heavily on just the attack portion, but that does make it simple.
yeah.
It's 1 fewer rolls.
You are essentially trying to cancel his actions.
All right. I'm moving on to my offensive roll.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah. 2 shadows.
2 shadows.
You
In
only
fact,
get 1 reroll.
yeah. I have enough for Shadow Strike. Which deals half of my combat points rounded up as damage and inflicts poison.
Yeah, so 3
Oh, no.
plus 3 plus poison.
I've also got 1, 1, 3, 6, so I'm not close to a straight. So I'll keep this and I'll reroll this one because why not?
Yeah.
Okay, so I could deal 4 damage or deal 3 damage and give you a poison, which is basically like dealing 4 damage.
Yeah.
So I will do that one.
Okay.
So I will deal 3 damage to you, or sorry, Shadow Strike, haha, which will be ostensibly 3 damage and poison, but you get to defend now.
Yes, missed me. I roll all 5 dice. If I
Yep.
roll 2 feet, I prevent half damage.
Which you
I
sure
think
did.
I rolled 2 feet, and I also rolled 2
Ooh.
arrows, so I deal a damage.
So
Yeah.
you take 1, right? Because it's rounded up.
Yeah, round it up.
You
so I
prevent half, round it up, so you take 2. right?
I prevent 1/2 of what you were going to do to me, which was 3.
Yeah.
So
Round it up.
half of that would be 1.5. If I round that up, that becomes 2.
Oh,
I
yeah,
prevent
okay.
2.
Sorry.
So I take 1.
There's a magic card in a recent set that had this same
Yeah,
problem,
it's,
and it's
Revival?
revenge,
Revenge,
and
yeah.
it's like, do you prevent half?
Well, this
Yeah.
also magic almost
This-
always rounds down too. So.
Are you remembering
Yeah.
it because you were sitting beside me when this shit went down? We were
maybe?
at PAX South, and I
Oh,
and the guy
yeah.
got me with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy got me with it by taking me from 13 to 0 with an attack.
Oh, damn.
Okay, so I take 1,
Unlimited.
And I take 1.
and you take 1, but you also take 1 of these.
That's no good. I don't like that.
Yeah, I had to call a judge to be like, is this how this happens? And the judge was like, yes, but let me break it down why this is so convoluted in the way
Goes
that it's
away.
written.
Show your work.
Yeah.
And
I could have just evaded, I guess. Oh, well.
I'm going to.
That's fine. It was 1 point.
I'm going to spend.
Oh, sorry. No, go for it.
I'm gonna-
I was just going to mention that Paul said a good rule of thumb is whoever's rolling the dice almost always rounds up.
Oh.
And they're fair.
Cool.
That's cool.
I'm spending 2 more combat points. I know this is an instant, but I'm doing it now because it's going to matter in your upkeep to give you a poison wound.
Oh, damn.
Just give you one more poison.
Which means I take 1 for each?
Yeah.
But don't worry, they only stack up to 3.
What a fucking relief.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So.
In your upkeep,
No upkeep. Oh, right. In my
Yeah.
upkeep, I
take 2 damage.
take 2 damage. I gain 1 CP in my income, and I pull this. I get paid. I just gain 2 CP.
Nice,
I
nice.
guess actually.
Stacking papers
Yeah,
and
you
getting
know what?
paid.
That's fine. I guess I could have held on to that, but I'm more afraid you're going to yank cards out of my hand.
Let's get that bread.
Yeah. You can steal my CP, which is the worrisome part. And I don't want to do anything with that yet. So
Everything's got to line up, but yeah.
yeah, let's go to offensive roll. Well, a couple 6s. Haven't seen those forever.
Yeah, you don't get those very often.
Don't.
Ooh, exploding arrow.
Getting close to the exploding arrow, yeah.
So maybe I'll keep those.
Oof, yeah. I think you could...
Or
Because
that'd be a bad idea.
Or
Yeah, I mean,
demising shot.
You've
Yeah.
got so many. You've got so many chances to roll arrows, right? So you could probably roll all 3.
Far be it for me to help you, but you've got, statistically you're more likely to get demising shot.
Absolutely.
Because you have arrow, I only get daggers on 1 and 2, and you get arrows on 1, 2, and 3.
You'd also be showcasing another ability,
That's
targeted.
true.
What's targeted do?
Targeted. When a player afflicted with this token is damaged as a result of an opponent's offensive roll phase, so when I would hurt you,
Yeah.
add +2 to the damage total.
Oh, so you're setting up for another
Persistent.
turn.
Persistent.
Oh,
Yeah, like the poison counter. You would take +2 every time I hit you.
I see.
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I have 2 rerolls remaining. Let's see what I can do with this.
Foot.
It's a foot.
Let's
1
foot
reroll
stuff,
remaining.
please.
Arrow.
Oh, okay, you got there.
All right.
Arrow.
Demising shot.
I'm going to do a demising shot. Inflict targeted,
Then deal 4 damage, it says.
then deal 4
So I
damage.
actually take 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'm on the hook to take 6. Well,
You're on
except
the
that my defense doesn't defend, so I'm going to Shadow Defense.
Yeah, I guess technically you
I rolled
could.
4.
You could fade this.
But I didn't.
No.
But I did get 2 daggers, so you get a 3rd poison.
Oh, 3 damage a turn, Beach.
All right, but I take 6.
Damn.
This is a close one. It's very back and forth.
Yeah.
I have no idea who's
You
going to
did
win.
shadow defense there?
He did
Yep.
shadow defense. Yeah.
I only rolled 4 dice.
All right.
Did Shadow Defense, and I rolled 2 daggers and useless other things. All right.
Second main, Beach.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
When a player with evasive receives damage, they may choose to spend this token. It doesn't say when you receive damage as a result of an offensive roll phase.
Yeah.
I could evade my own poison damage.
Yes.
Yep. You
Word.
could.
Huh. That's an interesting idea. All right, second main. I
It's
have
like
nothing
your
to
arm's
do.
starting to fall asleep, so you can shake it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No main, because nothing I want to do there. Discard phase, I only have 1 card. Say go.
That just makes me think
Oh, I
you
see.
could shake out
Yeah, I
having
got
like
you.
a stroke from poison.
Exactly. Just bite into
Draw.
my arm and be like, ah.
Game.
Yeah. A stroke, or when your head goes asleep.
Yeah. When your head forgets where it is.
Can't catch
All
me.
right, I'm going to move on to offensive roll.
You've got a knife. And 3 more.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Stabbing.
That's a lot of knives.
That's a lot of knives.
I might stay just on knives.
Yeah, knife team? Knife club? Knife squad?
Knife club.
Knife
gang.
club.
Knife gang.
Knife gang, knife gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knife gang.
I'm just thinking of that one vine this entire time.
Which?
What have you got in your hand?
A knife.
No!
I don't know. Adam's been saying it, and then it caught on to me because we've been streaming a lot together. Where it just says X gang, like whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like robot squad, robot squad.
I think this is pretty good. I think, yeah, because this, with Dagger Strike, I can deal 6 damage, and because I also rolled a bag, I get to gain a combat point. So
I see.
think I'll do that.
Stick with that. Yeah.
Stand.
Yeah. So currently coming your way, 6 damage, and me gaining a combat point, which I think that happens regardless. I'll
Yes.
just mark that down now.
I'm going to spend an evasive to try to evasive.
That sounds good.
What do you have to do to try
Have
to
a fun
evasive?
time being evasive.
I have to roll this. If it comes up 1 or 2, no damage.
All right.
Skirt. 5. I
Cool.
take
6.
6.
Don't you? Well, you still do your defensive ability.
6, you're right.
Yeah.
That's true.
I should have done that first. Oh well.
Well, no, because you're. I think it's like.
It's when you receive damage, you may choose to spend this.
Oh, yeah, I guess you should have done that first.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Stop footing.
I rolled 2 feet, so I take half damage.
And
I
shoot
rolled 3
back.
feet, and I rolled 2 of those, and you get pinged back for 1. So instead of how much? 6. I take 3.
All right, and I only take 1. I am targeted, but targeted only affects your offensive roll phase.
That's correct.
Great. I mean, not great, but
No, that's pretty great.
all right.
Sit on this side of the table.
Yeah, fair enough. I will.
You just get up, rotate, grab. Oh, yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Roll a dice a mile in my shoes.
All right, I will stick there. I only have 4 cards. Pass the turn.
Okay. Upkeep. I take.
Unless you want to try and evade your
you-
poison. Did I what?
Did you take the damage
No.
twice? Were you at 27?
I was at 24.
Were you? Okay.
I swear I was at 24.
Cool. All right.
If everyone wants to give me more points, clap and maybe Tinkerbell will hear you. Like, could work out.
He took himself down and then
And
back, up.
Cool. Yeah. I think that's where I got confused as well. All right, income.
I'm a little worried.
Yeah, you're taking damage.
Yes. Well,
You're dying. That's the only thing that matters, Beach.
Yeah, you're dying.
You're inevitable.
Beach.
yeah.
You're dying.
We're all dying, Graham.
Yeah.
I'm just dying faster than the rest of us.
You're winning the race.
Yes.
Also, this game's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this isn't about the game. Beach, we're all here because we care about you.
Did I F up and give myself extra CP somehow? Because I didn't
so.
think I was at 3.
No, you were at 1, and then you used that.
Getting
Oh, I
paid.
did get 2. Right, I got paid.
Yeah.
Right.
So now you go to 4, and you draw a
4,
card.
and I draw a card.
Got
But
you.
only 1.
Only 1. I only have the 1. Only need
Do you
1.
have Acid Arrow? Use Acid Arrow.
I do not have Acid Arrow.
Call Gygax.
Just take all the poison in your body, take
shit
it out,
does this-
put
oh.
it on the arrow, and send it your way.
Oh, cool.
Oh, is that how that works?
All right. I burn 2 CP to upgrade Eclipse to Eclipse 2.
Uh-oh.
The Return of Eclipse.
Eclipse Illusion.
Whoa, blind, entangle, and targeted, and 9 damage?
Yeah, instead of 7, it goes to 9. But
Okay,
it's
yeah.
4 6s, right?
But
And
you
it-
also get Moonshadow,
Yeah.
which you gain evasive and inflict all 3 of your other things.
Yeah. So
Wow.
if I roll 3,
Oofa doofa.
I could stick with that, or I could do Exploding Arrow, or there's all sorts of
All
things I
right,
can
all
do.
right.
So let's go to offensive.
I believe in you.
Rolled 3 6s and 2 arrows.
Oh, barf.
I could literally just do Exploding Arrow if I wanted to.
Are you gonna go for Eclipse 2?
It's
or Lunar Eclipse?
it's an entertainment stream, and I think I have to do what's more entertaining.
Gambling's fun.
Yeah.
Which is which is what?
Which is roll to see if I can get myself up to a lunar eclipse.
Ultimate
Oh,
ready.
I see. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's 2 4s. That ain't good.
Feet suck.
Well, I have
Ooh.
that.
You can do Eclipse, too.
But you know, for like 1 CP, I can re-roll this twice.
Wow.
This is ultimate gambling.
3.
Go back.
I think he wants to get our reaction.
Our reaction,
Yeah.
Yeah. 2.
Ah.
All right. So, I still pulled.
So you got Eclipse 2 or Exploding Arrow 2.
Or Moonshadow. But
Or-
why would you go for that if you have Eclipse 2?
Yeah.
How much damage does Eclipse 2 do?
9.
9 damage.
Plus the targeted.
And how
Because
does
if I do Exploding Arrow, I roll 5 dice, then I deal 3 plus 3 arrows plus 1, 3 times for every arrow and 1 for every foot. That's the gambler's option. Additionally, you lose 2 times any moons I roll, and then I inflict blind.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. But I think Eclipse 2 is the way to go here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you get blind, you get entangled,
Yeah.
you're already targeted, it does not stack.
Yep.
And then I deal 9 damage.
Okie dokie.
Choo choo.
Yeah, wow. All right. I'm going to use Shadow Defense again. Or is that even helpful? Yeah, that's the better option.
Yeah, you might fade it.
Actually,
might.
you're going to take 11 because you're targeted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Did you get there?
No. Do I have any?
Oh yeah.
Let's see here.
It's tough. He's at maximum poison.
So
Yeah.
that doesn't do anything.
Great.
Fuck you can't poison me anymore, Dad! Where'd that come from? Holy shit!
Yeah. Wow.
Do you have some emotions?
Who says?
around
Yeah. Who
this?
says board game streams don't get deep?
It's,
Deep
your-
in bottle.
turns out your body is literally 90% poison already.
Yeah.
So
there's-
even if I did get shadows and prevented the damage, that's only preventing the damage. I still get all these status
those,
effects.
yeah.
So, yeah, that happens. You get a poison, but it can't stack higher than 3.
Yup.
So I take 9.
You take 11 because you're targeted.
11.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Doofa.
Surprised that the game has stayed this even.
Yeah.
Yeah. On my main phase 2, I can do nothing. Discard, I can do nothing.
It does have that feeling of like you
And
two are
psycho.
just throwing like.
Oh, yeah, you
haymakers
get a
at one
sneak
another
attack.
back and forth.
Sorry?
Oh, I do get a sneak attack. That's
Because
true.
you got a bag there.
Yeah. All right. Draw. Gain 1.
These are really big hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. Yeah.
The number is 50, but really it's more like the number is 15.
Yeah.
And you're doing like that many different hits.
It feels good, though. It feels good to be throwing, like, a lot of... I mean, especially because, like, smaller amounts. Because you roll 3... I roll 3 arrows, I do 3 damage. So it's kind of like, if I didn't get anywhere, it's like at least I'm doing, like, a little bit of damage.
All right. I'm going to be using a lot of CP this turn. So I'm going to use 2, and I'm going to upgrade Insidious Strike.
Oh, yeah.
Which currently is a large straight, gain 4 CP, then deal CP as damage.
That's... Okay.
To Insidious Strike 2, large straight, gain 5 CP, then deal CP as damage, but also Shank Attack, which is if I roll 1 of everything, basically, then I gain a CP, draw a card, inflict a poison, and gain Sneak Attack.
It's the Royal Sampler.
Yeah. But this is a problem.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pay 2 more CP and say, what status effects?
Whoa, all of them?
All of them. Even my Sneak Attack.
Yep.
Yeah.
But more importantly, these 3
Yeah.
terrible things. So let's do that.
At least you forced him to pay that CP to clear those.
Well, exactly.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's always the thing, right?
Yep.
All right, offensive roll. Haven't seen one of those in a while. We got 1, 2, 4, 6. If I'm looking for.
Oh, that is the
I
shank
guess
attack,
you've got
isn't
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've already
Oh,
got
is that the
shank.
shank attack?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh. Well, so here's the thing. Inflicting poison
Doesn't do anything.
doesn't do anything, but gaining a CP and drawing a card and gaining sneak attack is nice. Other options are I could try to re-roll one of these and try to get a Shadow Strike. I could re-roll these and try to card Eucopia, though you don't have anything to discard, so I would actually just re-roll all of these, because making you discard nothing
I'm
isn't
an
very
unattractive
useful.
target.
Hey.
Yeah.
1, 2, 4, 5. So I could re-roll.
The one to try and get a large straight.
Yeah, I'd have to re-roll
You'd have to get 3.
that to get a 3, which is not super useful. Like, wouldn't it be better to just? No, it wouldn't. That wouldn't work. I don't know what the correct. I don't know enough about.
The contents of the decks, or
poker, whatever. I mean, actually, if I was going to go for the small straight, I would re-roll the 1 and the 6.
Yeah.
To try and get a 3.
Yeah, you want the
If
middle
wanna-
ones whenever you're trying for
but
that.
the large straight, you can do just the 1.
Yeah, but the statistical likelihood is small.
But you can re-roll that 1 while maintaining the shank attack with all the ones that you've saved.
That's true,
You could end
actually.
up
That's a
getting
good
that-
point.
You could get that 3 that you need.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's. I'm gonna try that once.
I like
Just see what happens.
I like how this game, the entire time you feel like you have options.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I rerolled another 2.
The dice aren't always like screwing you. There
Yeah.
seems to always be backups and cool things you can do. It's really nice.
I like it a lot. Yeah. I'll just try one more time. Nope. Wow. It's really wants me to roll a 2. I
Nice.
guess.
Knife. Knife gang. Knife gang.
Try it a few more times and see if it keeps rolling a 2. I'm just curious. How is that actually balanced properly?
Knife gang. All right. Sure. I do the shank attack. I get the platter.
Sweet.
So I'm going to
gain a CP.
gain a CP, go to 3, draw 1 card, inflict a poison, you're at maximum, and I gain sneak attack.
So it's sneaky.
Whoops.
I guess you couldn't use that sneak attack immediately on that attack.
I defend.
There's no damage.
So, I don't think so.
Yeah, well, yeah, because there's no damage being dealt.
Oh, right, yeah.
And
of
you have to
course.
do sneak attack at the...
Yeah, it's like how Beej wouldn't roll for defense.
Hang on. I mean,
What?
it is in the thing. There is a defensive roll phase. Can I just do it anyway?
Well, I'm curious because you
Yeah.
did do a thing to you.
Yeah, well, he did a thing. And he inflicted poison, but it's not necessarily like is that thought of as being an attack?
It's very. So
Can I only defend on damage?
So, resolve any effects from the offensive ability that require a target and are not damage related. Then this is how the defensive works. Out, by
yeah.
the way.
If it results, sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead. If an offensive results in an attack, and if the attack's damage is defendable, the defender may activate the
So
defensive ability.
there's no damage, so you don't get to defend
Yeah.
against it.
Nice.
Worth noting that we've actually been doing so during the offensive roll phase.
Yeah.
You choose your attack, but the things don't actually happen until the defensive roll phase is when everything takes place.
Right.
Ah, okay.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right.
Right? What have I got? 4 cards? Yep. Okay.
Go to main.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything in my main phase. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay. Cool. All right. Upkeep.
Ouch.
Yep.
You seem
Main phase.
Uh-huh.
Blinding shot.
Sure.
It's upgraded to blinding shot 2.
Oof.
I inflict blind, gain evasive, but now I would deal 10 instead of 8 damage. And I also add a lunar blessing, which is kind of like your sampler. For an arrow, 2 feet, and a moon, gain 3 times evasive.
That's
Wow.
so much evasion.
Just basically get that, and then inflict entangle.
Wowie. All right.
Going to offensive.
Ooh, feet stuff.
Holy
you got a
crap!
feet Yahtzee. Is that a thing that matters to you?
No!
Footsie.
Not
It's
at all.
statistically
I rolled footsie.
unlikely.
Yeah. Footsie.
Holy shit.
Hooray.
You have coverage shot
Footsie?
too.
So you could, at that point, yeah, you could hypothetically keep the 3 feet and go for the bows, which are the easiest thing to roll for you.
Yeah, that's true. And then I would get the covered shot and gain another evasive.
Or,
Evasive
or
action.
worse, you get evasive action.
Yeah.
And also with that evasive action, you deal 2 undefendable damage, which
Is-
he has. Oh, he doesn't have.
Yeah.
training
It's pretty
anymore.
nice.
I have healed myself, so I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm no longer targeted.
Yeah. But it is undefendable.
The agony of defeat.
People are fine.
Wow.
It's funny.
You used to perform with this guy?
Yeah. Actually, I'll keep a 4 because if maybe I get 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe it's
yeah,
better
yeah.
for me to do that
Sure.
instead. I don't know. Okay, let's
Get 'em.
re-roll those.
A 1 and a 5.
1 and a 5. So that would get me closer to a covered shot.
Yeah.
So let's
Makes most sense, I
try
think.
again.
A 5.
Wow! Wow! Thank God. Okay, great. That was a little concerning.
You're just really fixated on
just
his feet right now.
Yeah.
He's just performing in Stomp on Broadway.
Yeah. So evasive action. I target player gains evasive.
Yep.
Which is very interesting because it just says target player. I could give it to
Oh,
my
yeah.
partner or to you.
Ooh.
I'm not.
Well, in the 2v2 version, you could give it to your partner. Yeah.
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 Deal 2 undefendable damage.
So I don't even get to roll because it's
don't.
undefendable? It was the thing we just looked at.
Yeah, so it's not defendable, but it is avoidable or enhanceable.
Yeah, but sorry. This if it is defendable, the defender may activate, which I can't because it's not defendable, so I take 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I think that means that like Shadow would still stop it though,
Yes,
but you can't use your defensibility on
it
it.
would. Yeah. All right.
All right.
The game's all tied up at 15.
Okay. Nothing in my main, nothing in discard. Say go.
All right. I gain a combat point. I draw a
Use the
card.
mushroom, damn.
Die quicker.
I'm trying to. Can I run off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be like 2 minutes.
Okay. Please mute that man.
Y'all don't want this. Well, Beach, how do you like being a moon elf?
Mage, actually.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Or Madge.
Madge.
Okay.
Being a MILF, you know.
There's what. So you didn't.
Uh-huh.
You didn't really say anything. You just went MILF, Madge. Like, am I having a stroke?
What's going on here?
Help.
Oh, bad news. Bad news, Madge.
I'm evading the question.
Ah.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna move to my thing.
That's a lot of cards.
Wow.
Oh, you haven't gotten those in a while.
All right.
Move to thing phase.
So what are we looking at here? We got 3 of those. That and that. Beach doesn't have any cards in his hand.
And he has no CP.
Yeah, so I mean, you could just try and go for as many cards. Cards are tough though, hey, because it's like it's only on the 5.
Yeah, I mean, this is if I go with Cargicopia, this is already drawing 3 cards,
Which is
Yeah.
yes.
which is pretty good. And that might just be what I want to do.
Just drawing cards.
I think so. I just hope he doesn't one-shot me next turn. Yeah.
I guess, yeah. 15 doesn't really even. Wow.
Another
Okay,
card.
one more. Even 15 might not be safe. That's
Yeah.
wild.
All right. So
You could still also steal it.
Yeah, that would have been a super awesome roll. 4
Hi,
cards. and
I'm
you
just
have to
gonna
discard one.
take
yeah.
everything.
So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. So I will draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You'll have to sell some, but
That's
you know.
okay.
I could
What do
use
we
it.
Right,
got
that's
here?
true. That just turns into CPs.
Mhm.
Which is good for that character.
I beg your pardon. Okay, interesting. Oh, hey, cool. So in my second main, I'm going to use no combat points to upgrade Dagger Strike to Dagger Strike 2.
It's just free?
Yeah.
Dang.
Wow.
All right.
It doesn't change the first 3 abilities, but it makes it so I also. So this Dagger Strike 1 is if you roll a bag, you gain a combat point, and if you roll Shadow, you inflict poison. So this is you just gain a combat point regardless. If you roll that, you inflict poison. And if you roll a card, you also draw a card.
Wow.
So just sort of a general improvement.
Yeah.
And then I can...
I do like that the upgrades are always like strictly better.
Yeah.
You don't have to like think hard about whether you want to do an upgrade or not or something.
Yeah, that would just grind the game to a halt if it was like that.
Okay, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep...
When I first saw the upgrade system here, I thought you could probably get a couple in a game, but it didn't seem that relevant. It
right.
seems relevant.
I'm going to... So you can sell... I'm going to sell Transference, which moves a status point around just to gain a combat point. So, Bij, I rolled...
That's real good.
4, so I
You
drew
4 cards.
I drew 4 cards, and you didn't have anything to make discard, but
Yeah.
yeah. For 0 CP, I upgraded Dagger Strike to Dagger Strike 2. The damages are all the same, but now I always get a combat point
Oh, damn.
rather than if I roll bag, I get a combat
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
That's the same. If I roll Shadow, get poison, and if I roll card, I also draw a card. And then now I'm going to spend 3 combat points to upgrade Shadow Defense to Shadow Defense 2.
Oh, defense upgrades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I roll 5 dice instead of 4 for Shadow Defense. That's the only change. But
That's
I roll
a huge change.
Yeah, but I roll
Getting an
5
extra die
dice.
roll is pretty
Yeah.
huge, yeah.
for Shadow Defense is pretty important.
Nice.
And
So
I
have a good one, Paul.
Yes, Paul, thank you so much for hanging out.
Cheers, Paul. Thank you. I have 6 cards in my hand, and that is going to be my turn. Go ahead.
Borge.
Okay. Tick, tick, tick.
Are you not going to try and evade it?
Not yet.
Not yet?
No. I'm
Okay.
more concerned about saving these for this.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah,
player.
Very fair.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I gain a CP.
Because you can chain them, which is really cool. You're like, I evade. No, you don't. I do again. All right, you got it.
Yeah.
You got me.
Yeah, I natural rolled 3 cards in my first roll, and so it was like, let's just draw a bunch of cards this turn.
Yeah.
And then I ended up with 4.
Seems good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna skip right through main. And
How much of my ass are you kicking this turn?
You know, okay. Here's an interesting. This occurs to me. It's very interesting. I am very afraid of you, right now.
I'm afraid of you.
Right, and that's really weird because it's like we're fairly even.
Yeah.
But I'm very afraid of what your capabilities are. That I'm like, I don't feel like I have any good defense against it, and I'm not thinking so much about how.
I feel like I have no defense against you because
Yeah.
I just take damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that these feel so well balanced then in that way. Yeah.
It's a good feeling.
All right, offensive first roll.
Arrows.
Ooh, a mixture.
Yeah, that's not bad. Let's see here. We got 3 arrows and a foot and a moon.
Arrowed.
Lunar Blessing is
doesn't-
just right there.
Yeah, it doesn't quite get there though. I need another foot, but I usually get there. But I don't need
Yeah,
that.
the Lunar Blessing wouldn't really do much.
Yeah,
for
I
you.
need to hit him and do more
You're
things.
almost at demising shot.
That gives him targeted, and then I do that, which was
You
a
need
pretty
to,
good move.
You need to roll a 6 on one die.
Yeah.
Am I correct in thinking that Lunar Eclipse would do 15 damage straight at this point?
No, it would only deal 13.
But doesn't it inflict targeted?
Oh, it does.
does,
It does
yeah.
before, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
But
You
Right.
could
So
go
you're
for the
basically
win.
saying I should go for lethal.
Yeah, you coward.
I'm not saying that that's a good idea.
Yeah, statistically,
Statistically,
not
it's
a good
tough,
plan.
It's a tough one.
It's
Yeah.
a tough. Yeah, it's a tough
But,
move.
you know,
Well, let's roll.
if you thought you were going to lose this turn, that would be the only way out.
Targeted is a good setup.
another arrow.
So that could get me deal
7
5.
damage.
Yeah, like I could do that
Oh, right.
there. That's not bad.
It's a third of his health.
do it for the vine.
If you happen to work out demising, it would equal 6 damage.
This is where Beach grabs all the dice and just including the moon, and then
Straight
rerolls
YOLOs.
5 moons.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll this.
All right.
Damn.
That's a tough one.
Well, the thing is, with samesies,
Ah!
you can pay a CP and you can change the outcome of your dice to be identical to the outcome of one of your other dice, which is,
The moon?
yeah. So I do a demising shot to inflict targeted. Then you take. Then I
wait,
do.
wait, wait, hold up.
Yeah.
So you
You're choosing to do demising shot.
I'm
it's
choosing
well,
to do demising shot.
Actually, so before that, so that's you've done your 3.
And then samesies.
I'm going to do a thing. So I'm going to pay 1 CP to give you. I don't know whose board Paul's going to cut to.
If it's against
I'll
me,
put it on Beach's board.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a helping hand. I'm going to pick this one and
Okay.
force you to re-roll it.
Wow.
It could still happen,
You
Yeah.
got this.
but I'm hoping it doesn't.
Oh. Okay. Well, that means I end up with 4 of these,
Okay.
which basically makes that longbow then, or is it because I've already named this?
No.
No.
It would,
Okay.
yeah.
Because we hadn't.
Yeah.
You hadn't finished the rolling part.
That's true. Okay, so now I'm declaring. Yeah, because there's nothing that takes a single moon other than like that. So I'm declaring longbow with 4, so I'm going to deal 5 damage to you.
right.
Okay.
Okay. So then I will use my brand new 5-die shadow defense.
Wow.
Wow, that would have been nice for a different thing.
You got a sneak attack, which you already have.
Yeah, you can only have 1, right?
Yeah, I can only have 1 sneak attack.
So nothing?
So that's how much damage? 5? How much damage are you dealing?
5.
I'm dealing 5.
That's only 1/3 of your total health. That's fine.
Yeah, you can take it.
So afraid.
This is a game about anxiety.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the thing is, 10 is definitely a
Yeah.
danger zone.
Striking
Yeah.
distance, yeah.
Yeah.
Although there are a lot of things that do 9 damage.
Yeah, I'm so afraid. All right, yeah, I mean, that happens.
Taking 5.
Okay.
All right.
Main phase nothing, discard phase nothing, Seiko.
Okay. Upkeep nothing,
Sego.
income, draw. Interesting.
So B's got poison on him.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to 9 on his upkeep.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he evades it.
So if Graham can find a way to deal 9 damage, he's got it.
Cards, knives, and a bag.
And 2, 2, 4, 5, 5. Cards, knives, and a bag. I see.
To a layman,
like one
they
of those
might
l-
seem like simple household items, but nothing is as it seems.
I was gonna say that it's like one of those like
In the
Johnny
Twilight
Carson routines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul and I got there at the same time.
Knives, cards, and a bag.
Perfectly normal. Please observe. And we've never met before, have we?
Was that the? Did he call it the Great Karnak?
Oh, on Carson?
Yeah, when he read his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. That massive turban he had.
Yeah. Well, what do we want to do here? So, 2 knives.
I mean, to be fair, I'm feeling so much less anxiety since I went to the washroom. So.
That was a
Poop anxiety.
card. So
Yep.
it could only have been 5. So this is what we're looking at currently. And this is not tremendously useful.
So close to a full house.
I think you should just YOLO.
YOLO, what do you mean, like roll everything again?
Yep. That's what I think.
You are my opponent.
Yep.
Live life wild and free, Graham.
He rolls 4 6s, and I'm just.
So if I
You can deal 8 damage
if I re-roll, really? How?
if you tried to go all daggers.
Oh, yeah. So I was thinking I might try to re-roll these ones, keep the 5, because then I get to draw a card off the dagger strike.
It's interesting because like you've got such a different sort of layout of the dice rolls than Beach does, because Beach has 3 arrows.
Yeah.
But you get because you've got an extra dice face in the card, right? So it's broken down to 2, 2, 1.
Or I could like try to go for re-roll these 2 to try and go for the small straight.
And Graham has higher variance on
Gosh.
the symbols.
Yeah.
I do like that no matter where I look on my board, it says damage, 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 damage.
I know.
Yeah.
Nifking.
Especially the one red at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Keep staring at that, waiting for it to come. I'm glad one of us alted. Like, really, I am.
Yeah.
Like,
Nifking.
You just think I should roll knives?
Yeah.
Roll them knives.
It's tough, right? Because it's like you could deal realistically. You could also just have to deal 6 damage and fade a turn,
Yeah.
right? Beach has inevitability over there.
Yep.
He's got evasives.
Yeah.
But there's another knife.
So now I'm on
4 damage.
1 and 4.
Are you going to be a stab boy?
So
So you're dealing 4 damage here with dagger strike.
do I want to try and draw a card? Yeah, I'm just going to reroll this one. Darn it. All right. So that deals 4 damage, and I gain a combat point and draw a card. And that doesn't seem so bad.
No.
So maybe I'll just do that. So I target you. Now we move on to that defensive part, and then everything else gets dealt with at the end.
yes.
If we're doing it properly
All right.
for once in this game.
Yeah.
So, missed me. Defensive roll.
Yeah.
We'll worry about my evasive in a second.
Okay.
Oh, do you want to use sneak attack?
Oh, right. Shoot. Yes.
Whoa.
Sorry.
5.
So that would be
9 damage.
wait.
Oh, it's
Add the value. Yes.
so 9 damage.
9 damage.
So exactly what you needed to
Yeah.
kill him.
Yeah.
Beach, did you get the feat?
I got 1 foot, and I got 2 arrows.
Okay.
So I do not prevent half damage.
Oh my God.
I take this all.
Okay.
I deal 1 damage to you.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to receive 9 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my evasive.
You have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. I take 1 damage regardless of how this goes.
And I try to roll a 1 or a 2. I'm going to do it in there like
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
supposed
yeah.
to.
Just like I did. Yep.
There's a 5. I'm going to use my
Whoa.
other evasive.
Yeah.
Is this just it?
This might be it, which would be good because then you guys can play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, stabbed the elf.
I take
RKO
9.
out of nowhere. Well, I guess yeah.
You pass your turn.
I draw a card.
I should have tried to wait for the evasive on my
And I gain a
poison. That'd have been
CP.
funnier.
Yeah.
Instant speed, remove all status effects. Go Beige. No.
I don't think I can.
No, because he doesn't get to draw. Upkeep happens first before he even
Yeah.
draws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
Grant
any
can do that
cards?
for him.
I will sell that.
Graham goes, I remove one poison.
On my upkeep, I fucking die.
I can't believe Beach is fucking dead.
Oh, man.
Goodness. Holy
Beach,
moly.
Beach like got into this fight and then he's like, oh man.
Oh my god!
Was it target player gains evasive? Oh.
That'd have been really funny.
All right,
The,
so
but yeah, he's like, oh, phew, I got away from that fight. And then you're just like,
Yeah.
Hacha.
So
we
yeah,
may not have time for the free for all game.
probably
No,
not,
that's fine,
but
no.
that's fine.
I mean, from watching you guys play, and I mean, maybe it'll change when I play. Maybe I'll be like, oh, I hate this. But like,
This is
this
super
definitely
fun.
seems like something that we're gonna
Oh
probably
yeah,
come
especially
back
with
to.
all the characters.
Yeah, for sure. So
quick
we're
break?
gonna take a quick break here, and then we're going to so we can set up things, and then it's gonna be Matt and I playing. Matt will be playing the monk.
Yep, straight from the office store.
And I'll be rocking the pyromancer.
I think Monk Office Supply is pretty regional.
Very local.
Is it? I don't even know what monk supplies it.
Yeah.
Monk Office?
No.
Monk Office is downtown. It's
There's
where we
two
got our shirts
locations
from.
downtown.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Anyway,
Don't go away. More dice thrown after this.
hello and welcome back to AFK here on Loading Ready Run. Tonight we are playing Dice Throne, and myself and Beej just had a game as the Moon Elf and the Shadow Thief, but now Ben and Matt will be having a game as the Pyromancer and the Monk. And you both, I'm looking at your status abilities, you have a ton of fire.
Yes, I burn things.
That's a lot of fire.
It's a lot of fire.
And you have a lot of chi?
Life gain, basically.
Oh,
yeah.
cool. All right. So this will be ostensibly a very different game.
Yeah.
So because although you're in a situation where your defensive roll, much like mine, doesn't actually block any damage.
Mine also doesn't do it.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
my ability deals damage back, and also stacks fire mastery, which is a thing that I stack to 5 apparently.
And Matt can charge phones.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Chi
Oh, right,
charging.
yes.
Yeah.
I probably one of these days I should look into those chi charging mats that like
Hold
looks
a dozen.
no, it looks like you're summoning an eldritch ritual.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they like light up and go in a circle and everything. So
And then just have your cat sit on it all the time.
probably knowing them. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't shuffle your deck. Did you shuffle your deck?
I did not.
I did not shuffle that before
There's
I
a
put it
turn
down.
order card in there you might want to.
Oh yeah,
snag out
find
of
the turn order card first. It's in there somewhere. Actually, here, I'll do that. You guys can sort out who's going first.
Sure. Yeah. Let's
You do by
we'll do
rolling
a
dice.
roll.
Roll low to be different.
Sure.
There it is.
Thank you.
You might want that.
Well, a 6 certainly isn't low.
6v4 looks like Ben's going first.
No, we went low roll.
Oh, you did go low roll.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well then it looks like Matt's going first.
Thank you.
I agreed to the terms of this strange game known as low roll.
I do it just to mess with Magic players.
That's fair.
Because they're not used to it.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
Every pre-release I've been, not pre-release I've been to, where I've done that, they're like,
The intense disagreement between high roll or odds and evens.
yes. Wow, that's another wrinkle.
Yeah.
Low roll, odds or evens.
No.
I liked during the PPR, BDM's idea was to high roll for whether to do odds and evens
Yes.
or not.
That was good.
Okay. So,
That man seems like a shit disturber.
Oh yeah, no, he's great.
Yeah.
All right, so Matt, take us away.
I am getting paid.
Oh, good start.
Get that bread.
Dang,
I got
Yeah. So
that
you skip your income phase because you're
Yeah.
obviously on the play.
1, 2, 3 down.
Expensive.
Serenity 2.
Whoa!
Oh,
Already
upgrading
upgrading
your
your defensive roll.
So oh yeah, it is specifically my defensive roll.
Yeah.
Before I got 4 die to gain 1 chi and deal 1 damage. I guess per rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get to roll. You would have to roll 4 before that. Now you get to roll what, 5?
I get to roll 5, and also on fist palm, I guess, inflict knockdown.
Yeah, it says right here where they are fist, palm, zen, and
Oh,
lotus.
I guessed palm.
Okay,
So
that's
great.
good.
Nailed it.
Yes, so I'm better at defending myself.
What does knockdown do? 'Cause I also have it.
We
so-
both have knockdown.
Yeah.
To remove this token, a player afflicted with it must spend 2 CP before the start of their offensive roll phase. If the player does not, they must skip that phase and then remove the token.
That's brutal.
Oh, okay, so you can spend it to have it not affect you.
Yeah.
Or you can let it happen to just skip your.
To just not roll.
Yeah.
But
Ugh.
not rolling seems way worse.
Yeah, yeah. But
Also,
at least it
that-
goes away after.
That icon is
It's
brutal.
very good.
Yeah.
That guy's having a bad day.
Yeah.
And with that, I'm going to go to my attack.
Rolly times, yeah.
My rolly times. I got some circles, lotus, fist, palm. What do I have here?
You got a small straight is what you have.
Oh,
You got a 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
So what's my small
Fist
straight?
of harmony.
I like the sound of that.
So what's the chi do?
Chi is basically not on the turn that I gain it, I believe, but I can increase damage outwards by 1 per chi, or decrease damage inwards 1 per chi.
Oh, so it works in both directions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfectly balanced.
Yeah.
As all things should be.
Symmetrical.
But I don't think I can apply it the turn I get it.
Well, you can do it as soon as you get it.
What does it say?
But this ability says deal 5 damage, then gain 2 chi.
Oh, sorry. It says here, chi may not be used to increase damage the turn that is gained. But decreasing damage is fine.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. I have that, but
But what other options? I definitely missed stuff I could have done.
yeah. I mean, I could also go for
Might as well.
large straight.
Yeah,
Oh,
go for
yeah.
that
You
large
have
straight.
2 rolls left. Yeah.
So we were doing it with putting the ones you're
Oh,
gonna
yes.
hold there so that you don't interfere with them.
Thank you. I'm going to take my ring off of that finger. There we are.
that was
Yo,
impressive.
sweet grind. Wow, got there.
I
Whoa!
got there. I love it.
Oh wow! Fist of Tranquility.
Ouch. Okay.
Large straight.
That's what a start.
I deal 7
hurts.
damage,
Yeah.
then gain 2 chi and evasive. So,
So that evasive is the same as what Beach had.
Evasive is what we saw last game. Yeah.
yes. So,
So,
I guess
but before you
defense
gain
round.
those, Ben gets to roll his defense,
Yeah.
or use any abilities that cost 2 combat or less. 2 combat points or less.
No, I'm all right. I'm gonna let that happen, and I'm gonna use molten armor.
Oh.
So molten armor
whoa.
deals 1 damage back to you for each flame that's done.
And you get flames on 1, 2, and 3.
Yes, and for each fiery soul, which is on my 5s, I gain 1 fire mastery. And fire mastery appears to be kind of the basis of my character. A lot of my abilities are deal X thing based on your fire mastery.
Cool.
And stuff. And fire mastery actually cools off during my upkeep, so I remove 1 fire mastery token.
Oh, interesting.
during that. So I would assume
gotta
because
keep
of
the-
that major drawback,
You gotta keep the
it's-
flame stoked.
Yeah, it's probably got some pretty good
Power.
abilities here.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do my roll. Wow.
That was a good roll.
So I deal 3 damage back to you and gain 1 fire mastery.
Nice.
Okay,
That's-
I guess that happens.
As somebody who has played a monk in D&D, punching flaming things is not a great idea.
Not the best idea, yeah.
I like that this is like this is like order versus chaos.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you take 3,
I take 3.
And I take 7.
and you take
I
7,
take 7. I gain evasive.
That's the purple one, yeah.
and 2 chi,
2 chi.
and you gain a fire mastery that's gonna
Go
go away
away.
in your upkeep.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
neat.
Yeah.
I just think it's neat.
I like it.
I like it, but what's cool about it is that if I accumulate some on my turn, and then Matt hits me, I can accumulate potentially 1 to not lose the ones that I tried to accrue during my turn.
Yeah.
Right? So it's kind of neat.
Something that definitely we weren't doing very much at all in our game was selling cards
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
combat point.
You'll notice I never had any. I had no way to draw extra cards,
Yeah.
right? All I could do is just keep doming you.
I think
You
so-
weren't selling.
No, I part of that was that I think a lot of my abilities involved gaining combat points.
Yeah.
But also, I think that's the magic player in me that like a card, like a card with an ability. And I had cards that did stuff. Like there was ones you didn't even see. There was ones where it's like, for 0 combat points, I can re-roll any number of my defense dice.
Nice.
Right? So it's like to me it felt like the value of a card was higher than just 1 combat point.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't
You're
know.
on your.
It's your second main phase, Matt.
I'm actually gonna send it off to you.
All right. During my upkeep, I actually do have a thing on my first one. I lose my Fire Mastery. Then during the income, I draw a card and gain one of these. Let's see.
I wasn't here at the start. Do they have a fancy app for life tracking or some new Paul wizardry? And Chaos Treader says the normal Paul wizardry.
The normal, yeah, just your average.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is kind of interesting. This character, I don't know if it's just the hand I drew, or maybe it's how the character's designed, probably a bit of both. It feels a very kind of like a Stormy sort of vibe that I got going on here. So
Empty the Warrens.
as my opener.
Tendrils.
I don't know if I necessarily want to do that. So what I will do during my main phase here is I'm just going to spend all 3 that I've accrued here.
Upgrading?
Yes, not upgrading. I'm using a main phase action. It's Fire Up. I'm going to increase my Fire Mastery stack limit by 1.
Oh.
So my stack limit is 5.
Oh. So
now it's 6.
Now it's just your limit is 6.
Yeah, and
Cool.
I also gain 2 Fire Mastery.
How are we gonna keep track of
Just leave the card out.
We'll have to remember.
Yeah. I mean, we
'cause
can
it's-
also.
the card's supposed
Why don't
to go in
we
the
grab
thing.
one of our red
yeah.
dice? That
I
we've
have
got?
those.
I think I put them way far away.
That's a
because
great
they're in the
idea.
box.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
I don't know how big you're gonna get, so
Thank
here
you.
I'll give you the big one.
Sure. Never know. It's
no.
storm count is 6.
Yep.
Okay, then I'm going to.
Do you have any free cards?
No. Well, here's what I want to do. I'm going to sell this combustion card,
Okay.
which is an upgrade ability to gain
Oh.
1 CP
You
there.
want to upgrade your combustion.
No. I will then use.
I don't know if you care, but your hand is.
Very visible.
Very visible?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're playing it like you play Magic.
I am, yes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, hey, look at the top down.
Oh, nice map board games. 2 fire of 6 fire.
I'm going to use Warm Up, which is a 0 CP. I gain 1 Fire Mastery. Then I can spend as many CP as desired and gain 1 Fire Mastery for each additional CP spent. So I'm going to go ahead and
Just spend it right now.
now.
You're
and
just
go to 4.
That's your plan. You're just going hard into
I
fire
think
mastery.
it seems like that's the main mechanic of this, so
right.
I'm going to just lean right on into it. Now I'll go to my combat step.
Nice.
All right.
What an offensive roll.
So,
Wow, actually.
You got some meteors there.
2 meteors, a blaze, and 2 flames.
I mean, the meteors are really cool, but I need to get 4 for meteorite to happen.
Yeah, that's tough. If you roll, you get flames on 1, 2, and 3. If you re-roll the blaze, and honestly,
1 of the.
well, actually no, because you get read everything that Pyroblast could do.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So
That one's kind of wild magic there.
Yeah.
you get 2.
I could roll both of these in an attempt to get 1 more flame, right?
Yeah, but if you only re-roll 1 of them for the flame and keep the meteor, then you get to Pyroblast and
No, because
knockdown.
it's you deal the 6 and roll 1, and I
Oh,
believe
I
it's-
misread that.
Yeah, I believe it's based on whatever
Yes.
I'm rolling.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, if you want to go for Pyroblast, then that re-rolling that second meteor seems like a good call.
Yeah, let's go for that.
All right,
So, right.
put those over on the board.
Like so.
There you go.
So here's my other thing. I also have a small. Oh no, I don't.
You're close.
You almost did. Almost had a small straight.
Do you lose all your Fire Mastery at the end of this round?
Only
No, I
one
lose
on
one.
upgrade.
It
One
always
on
ticks
upkeep.
down.
Yeah.
So it's like it's burning
So
out.
If you wanted,
It's like poison.
you could re-roll the 1 and the 5,
And go for...
try to get a small straight, and
If I get-
still be statistically likely to get Fire Blast.
Yes.
Or you could just,
Or you
quit
could,
while you're ahead.
or you could somehow biff it completely.
Yeah.
Because if you roll, say, 2 blazes or 2 fiery souls, or a blaze and a fiery soul, actually no,
The-
because a blaze. No, you need 2, 3. No, they're statistically improbable to get a straight here, right? Because you've got 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 6.
If you kept the
2,
5.
3. You'd have to re-roll the 1 and hope to get a blaze.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to re-roll this.
Yeah.
I think it's just going with the safe. It was the same thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to pyroblast you. So I'm going to roll this and see what the additional effect is. It's an extra 3 damage, so I'm shooting 9 damage at you.
I'm going to use my evasive
Sure.
here.
Getting evasive early.
Okay, so
Oh wait, sorry. Do my
Yeah, you got to do your
Yeah.
defensive roll
Yeah.
first.
yeah, it's always a good idea to do that.
Yeah. 3 fists, palm.
Yikes.
What did you need?
I could gain.
He just gains per.
chi.
Yeah.
So you gain 1 chi.
Did you get fist, palm?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of everything.
Matt is rolling like a god here.
So rock, paper.
So you get 1 chi, you inflict 3 damage, and you knock down.
Holy moly.
So that's just happening.
Yeah.
Yes, 3 damage to you from that, and
Yeah.
knockdown to you, which I'll send that way.
Sure.
Now you can use evasive if you want.
Now,
Or you could burn chi to also stop some damage, I guess.
How much do you stop? Is it 1 per chi?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 per chi. I.
You can do both, in fact. Like, there's no limit on what you can do here.
Yeah.
Martin Kaka says, damn you AFK, I just spent $200 on the legendary collection of this game.
Boosh!
Wow.
Tell the
We're
developer.
not
I'll-
even being paid for this.
I'll
Yeah.
let Paul know.
We should.
Yeah, feel free to mention that to the developers
I-
if the need
Yeah.
situation arises.
It's
Yeah.
true. If you guys end up buying this like direct from Roxley, let them know that we sent you there. Because I mean, we might be friends, but they're not paying us to do anything yet.
But maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Yeah.
Next time.
Uh-huh. That's amazing.
I'm gonna hold on to my chi. I'm
Okay.
gonna use up my evasive.
Sure. So you need to get a 1 or a 2 to just fade all this.
Yes.
All right.
4 didn't happen. So I take how
9.
much was that? 9. And did you go down by
I have not. No.
3?
So you take your 3 and you go down by 9.
There you go.
This game's going much more quick.
Yeah. I think
Much
we're,
more quick.
Yeah.
I thought
Well-
my character would go slow.
Well, I realized about halfway through the last game that basically both of you guys were playing like control type player
Yep.
things.
And we're both playing.
This is the aggro mirror.
Yeah.
It's smart.
I mean, the barbarian versus
Queso.
pyromancer
On
would
my
be the real.
second main.
I've been calling you the
I'm not
wrong
gonna do
name for
anything.
so long. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I haven't seen you correct me until
That's how
now.
we
My
like-
bad.
Also, he's let Paul Saxberg know already that
Oh,
he
great.
bought the thing. So
Nice.
good for you.
Sorry, was that a go ahead for me?
Yes.
Okay.
Go for it.
I guess.
So now you draw. Do you have anything to do in your upkeep?
No.
Then you draw a card and gain 1 combat point.
Combat point.
Combat.
Huh.
Just throwing this out there, but Dice Throne Adventures prototype is absolutely amazing. Excuse me? Dice Throne Adventures?
That's interesting.
That's what they're running the Kickstarter for right now.
Really?
Ah.
How many weeks
Get on the
is
cutting room
how many weeks is Betrayal Legacy scheduled for? I assume Dice Throne Adventures sounds like
I'm just gonna look
like
it
a
up.
legacy game?
sounds
have a
like
look.
it.
Maybe.
Right?
I'm gonna have a look.
It could be fun.
I am going to upgrade my meditate to meditate 2,
Sure.
which the original was gain 5 chi for 3 zen, and then gain evasive or cleanse, my choice. The upgrade is 3
Whoa.
chi,
Gain max
3 zen
chi.
rather, gain max chi and gain evasive and cleanse,
Right.
or zen strike, which is 2 fist, 2 zen for deal 6 damage, gain 2 chi.
Holy moly.
They're about to do a Kickstarter. It hasn't actually started yet.
Ah,
Cool, cool. Co-op dungeon crawl.
Ooh,
Co-op this?
that's kind of neat.
That'd be really
keep
neat.
it. Gonna go to offensive.
So offensive.
So that is...
2 palms, 2 zens, and a lotus.
So what do I have here? Not a small straight or a large straight. Getting towards Tempest Rush. Or... yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Going towards Tempest Rush here. Or Meditate. Going to be rolling the Lotus. I think I'm going to hold on to...
What are you angling for right now?
I am in between two things. I have Meditate or Tempest Rush to go for.
I say a man who chases 2 rabbits catches none.
Yeah. I'm going to go towards Tempest Rush because I
I'm
already...
14 and this is deep.
I was thinking it's very thematically appropriate to the monk, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go towards Tempest Rush because I already have 3 chi. So gaining a bunch of chi is like, whatever.
My
Fuck
version.
it, I'll just be enlightened.
Yeah.
You know, I'm enlightened enough for now.
It's punch time.
My version of the 2 rabbits thing is the playing a racing game and smashing into the sign that says turn either direction.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, well, there you go. There's your 3rd palm.
My 3rd palm. And
Open your 3rd palm.
the other 2 don't actually amount to anything here. I don't think there's any other options for me to go towards at this point. So I'll do 3 palm Tempest Rush.
Okay.
So I will roll 3 die, and I deal damage equal to the total roll value.
Oh, wow. So
Spend
12?
2 chi to re-roll any 1 dice.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm not going to spend chi to re-roll any of those because that's
I mean, 2 of
above-
them are 3s. Statistically, you'll get higher than 3. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you.
What are you telling him to do, Ben?
You live your life.
I love living
I would,
my
if it were
life.
me, I would absolutely stay on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're already dealing 12. No need to get greedy.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Hit me.
Yeah.
All right.
Defensive roll now.
Cool. Let's do it. I deal. Wow. Exclusively the things that my thing does. So I gain 2. So this is. I'm glad that I did this. So now I'm at max fire mastery.
Oh my god.
And deal 3 damage back to you, and take 12.
12. Oh.
Can I add 3?
You can.
Yeah, I'm gonna add 3
damage to it.
damage.
Is it so? When does it say you have to do this? Because it's at the offensive roll phase, right?
Yeah.
We're in the defensive, so you're past that phase.
So yeah, it's too
You
late at
elected
this
to
point.
not do it during the offensive.
Ah,
roll
that's
phase,
true.
Yeah.
That is true. Can we go back to Matt's board for a second?
right?
If your offensive roll phase attack would deal damage, so
Yes.
if it would deal damage.
But we're in the defensive roll phase now.
Yeah, so any
okay.
decision that you made to deal damage by declaring your attack, at
You
that
have
point
to
you
do
have
it
to say,
before.
and I'm going to do this on top of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then
Yeah.
he has the option to try to do
Because that was the
whatever
thing.
he can.
I would say let's roll it back, but we did say before you did, do you want to add chi to that? And you said no. And then after I made the rolls, then you said now I might want to add it.
I'm
That's
fine
my
with
only
that.
thing.
I'll spend these 3 chi to cancel that damage.
The 3 damage? Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
you can absolutely do that.
So it's 12 damage to you, no damage to me.
That makes
Yes.
sense.
Yeah,
I
it
go to
says
28.
it says they can be spent at any time to reduce damage, but for
That
the,
would make sense,
But the
yeah.
offensive
Just
roll
use your
is
chi
only
to
the
take the
phase.
poison damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woof.
Woof, woof, woof.
Okay. Anything else on your second main now?
Well, the
That
monk
is my
also has
turn.
the cleanse thing, which allows
It
him
does.
to
Yeah. Well, it
just
seems real good.
get rid of stuff.
I throw it over to the pyromancer.
Cool. Okay. So goes to my upkeep phase. I cool off a little bit. I'm now at 5.
Such a hot hit.
Could you just get her down a little
Just
bit?
cool it. Just cool it. All right. And then income.
What's the minimum number of syllables you can get the phrase "could you just" down to? Could you just cool down a little bit?
Um.
Seems like half a
It's like
syllable.
It's like KJS.
Yeah.
Just,
So yeah. So this is really tough. So I have a knockdown coming that I might want to not have happen because if I decide that I just want to just let the knockdown make me skip my attack phase this turn, This feels like a match where it is the raciest of all. We have to race, like
Because you're burning down your fire mastery if you don't attack.
Yes, there's that, but also just both of us are characters that seem to be able to deal stupid amounts of damage to one another, and it's like taking a turn off might mean I just don't catch up to Matt.
I mean, to be fair, I got a very good Tempest Rush there.
was
it
very
could have
true.
been 3-1s.
It could have been, yeah, absolutely.
Also, how much to get rid of your knockdown?
2.
2.
2 CP. So I'd have to sell a card
Yeah.
to.
Did you were
Yeah,
at
it's-
0 before?
I was at 0.
Yeah, that's tricky because you only gain 1 CP a turn. Yeah, I would not have expected the monk to be like the super aggro one.
Eldrazi trainer. Thank you for sending this.
Yeah, thank you.
It did take forever. I can't wait for people to see the mail time. It actually arrived, as did your saga.
Yeah, it's good.
People will see that in the next mail time. Thank you. This is dope.
It's very sweet. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this card and sell it so I can go to 2. And then I'm going to go to my combat step and spend my 2 so I can get up and fight.
Oh, yes, that is mine.
So, time to roll.
Fire.
Fire! So much fire!
Fire, fire, fire.
It's almost like-
Sorry, flame, 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 fiery soul meteor.
It's identical almost to the roll I did before.
Dr. PH says, what do the seasons of this game mean? It means that this one is Season 1. It's the one that came out first from the Kickstarter that they had for this. And then Season 2 was, let's make some enhancements and do some new things. So
It's sort of what they call just like the expansions, I
Yeah.
guess is the other way to say it. Except the nice thing, though, is that each is playable as its own game as well.
Yeah.
You don't need to
if
have
you
like
sat
the
down
base
with
game.
the monk from this and the gunslinger from the Season 2 game, you can play them against each
As
other.
near as I can figure, Season 1 is this base game with 6 characters, and Season 2 is 8 different characters.
Yeah, but the cool
6.
thing is you can buy
That's 8.
season.
Is it 8?
8.
Oh my god,
They,
yeah.
they sell them in packs of 2 also,
Right,
if,
yeah.
if you don't want to get all of it
Yeah,
at once.
and the cool thing is the pack of 2 is entirely playable,
Yeah.
which is neat.
So you don't need, I say base game, that was a mistake, because you don't need it to play.
It's compatible versions.
I'm going to attempt to go for a blaze. That's my goal here. I'm going to go for combustion.
So that's...
Isn't that your whole thing, combustion?
Oh, literally combustion. You gain a fire mastery, and to activate combustion, remove up to 4 fire mastery, deal per token. So you can deal 12.
Yes.
Wow.
Undefendable, too. Yeah, we've got
For
2
anyone
more.
who cares, these are the other ones we have. Curse Pirate v. Artificer and Tactician v. Huntress.
Oh, it's that guy from Command and Conquer.
Blaze! That's not a blaze.
It's the wrong kind of fire.
Come on. Big money. Yes.
Got there, okay.
Good job.
All right, so I gain 1 fire mastery.
Which you can, because your max is 6.
Yeah, and I'm going to spend 4 fire mastery
Yup.
to deal 12 undefendable damage to you, Matt.
You're really toking me up here.
Yeah.
I cannot defend other than my normal defend.
No,
No,
you don't even get to use
you don't
that.
even get to roll it, because it's
Oh, yeah,
undefendable
undefendable.
damage.
Yeah.
Now you could use
It's even italicized.
But you can enhance it or avoid it.
yeah, so you could use chi to get rid of it, but you don't have any right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't have evasion either, so, okay.
Fire! Fire!
So that's 12 to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
I hate that.
4, 5,
that's even
6,
worse.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
The worst part is now it's going to surprise you.
Yeah.
In like 5 minutes, it'll just be like, so just out of nowhere.
Oh, I'm never surprised by anything my body does.
Okay, that's a thing you said. I'm going to pass to you.
It must be nice to get to that position eventually.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, man.
my body's still surprising me.
Yeah, all the time.
Like, what is that?
Yeah.
I was going upstairs the other day and I was like, why is my knee hurt?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why am I unable to walk right now?
Yeah.
That's your
that-
problem. You walk places.
That is a good point, Ben. You also had a small straight there.
Oh.
Oh, did I?
But
Oh.
you went for the
Did
other
I?
thing.
Ah, bummer. That would have been way better. That's all right. Oh, I guess it would have done... It would,
5 plus, it would have been 11. Would have been 1 less damage.
yeah, and also 1 fire mastery would have gotten wasted. So, but I think also the undefendable is a big,
It's a big
helpful,
thing.
yeah.
big, very helpful thing.
Real quick before the combat damage thing. So I don't think it matters, but I think that the way that Matt tried to play the chi was actually correct because of the wording on the thing there is alternatively, if your offensive roll phase attack would deal damage,
Yeah, that's what I was
you
thinking.
may spend a chi token to increase that damage.
Oh, okay.
when
so-
the damage goes
Yeah, so I
through.
think I think it's, again, taking the analogy from Magic the Gathering, it's like if the damage would happen, I interpret to be after the defensive roll and everything that the damage is indeed going
Right,
through.
that
Right,
works.
Let's have
now
a
you
look
can-
then, because
yeah.
there's an errata to that.
Because
Okay.
Ooh, errata.
Yeah,
Tell
there's
us
a,
more.
There's a whole FAQ on
and that
Board
wording
Game
is
Geek.
different
Okay.
than the wording
Well, while
on the
Beach is
other
looking that up,
thing.
you could probably
Yeah.
keep on rocking.
I just thought it
Errata.
was like I could
Oh.
apply those after defenders were.
Right, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Ooh,
I have a little bit of everything.
did you just nut straight?
Oh.
Yeah, he did. 2,
How
3, 4, 5,
unusual
6.
for me.
Wow. That's rolling like a god.
Yeah, wow. Well, he has the power
He
of
has the
chi
power of
and
chi,
anime
yeah.
on his side.
That's very good.
So I guess I'm fisting this time.
Please.
Yeah.
Tranquility.
Fist.
Very
I thought you
tranquil.
weren't surprised.
To be fair, most of
guess
your
I'm
things
fisting?
are fisting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fisting is something
Sorry.
that you do most of the time.
Sorry, going medium is talking about surprises from your own body. What's this bump? Well, there's one on the other side, so it must be normal.
Yeah,
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
that's how it works.
All right, so your Fist of Tranquility-ing me?
Yes, dealing 7 damage, then gain 2 chi and evasive.
Yeah.
Over to defensive roll
Sure.
for you.
Wow. All right, so I don't gain any Fire Mastery, but I do punch you back for 3.
Cool. And you don't gain the chi until after this all resolves, so you can't prevent that damage or add the damage because you don't gain the chi until after the damage happens. Cool.
All good. I take 7.
I take 3.
Mm.
Okay.
But you gain your chi and the evasive, which will probably be helpful. Because you can try to evade undefendable damage, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, there's a graph. There's a chart
It's
for
a
this.
very
Yes.
the second edition, the second season rulebook is very good.
Undefendable damage is avoidable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
And that also includes chi.
Oh. Have you found the errata?
I have found the errata specifically for the monk as well. So
Yeah, so undefendable refers to specifically defensive abilities.
Yeah.
the specific thing about using chi to enhance something, there's 37 entries for frickin' chi on this page. I don't know about that. I think that's...
When
what's
is
the
the
latest?
latest I can apply chi offensively? In Season 1, this was not inherently clear, so people handled this a little differently. In Season 2, the rules are broken down much clearer. Refer to page 12 and 13 in the rules. The last chance to play this type of card is Step 5 of the defensive roll phase.
Huh.
Go on.
So,
yeah.
So during step 5...
What layer does that take
This
place
is
on?
one last opportunity for any player to spend status effects or play cards. So yeah, that would have worked.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now we know.
All right.
That is my turn.
End of blockers, a la MTG. Yeah, when you're
Yeah.
when you're still in combat, but damage has already been dealt. That sort of
the
thing.
one that is hard to explain to new.
Yeah, I love that I don't need to talk about Magic. I like that they templated Gideon's Triumph, so that now you don't have to be sneaky and be like, well, I know that damage has happened, but we are technically still in combat, so I Celestial Flare you, that whole thing.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
just like, no, it's just if they attacked this turn.
It's all gone. Yeah.
Upkeep.
Yes, upkeep. I
Cool
chill off a
off.
little bit.
Just
Just cool off there, bud. Take about 90% off.
cool off there, bud.
Uh,
That sounded so Letterkenny the way you said it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Intentional.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to double up. Spend CP.
Double up.
All right, and draw
you,
2
Reese.
cards.
You're welcome. Why wouldn't I have gone along with that?
No possible reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there rules for playing with more than 2 players? There are, and we were going to, but
We played long.
we've already been 2.5 hours, so I don't think we're gonna do it tonight. But we're gonna,
This is gonna
because this
happen.
game is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell this and go up 1.
You don't want to be Meteor?
Nah. All right, I'm going to
Seven.
combat.
Oh, no.
Apparently there was a tarps off boys on Tilty House tonight.
Really.
All right. Well, I'm gonna attempt to go for those 6s.
Oh, you gotta.
Scorch the earth.
Trying to. Well, I'm gonna try and go for the ultimate, but also meteorite's a sweet fallback too.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Not quite. Not quite.
Come on.
Yeah. All right. Well, I didn't. Okay. Now here. Hold on.
You didn't get to scorch the earth, or did you?
Does he have a samesies?
I don't know.
How meaty of a
Or
boy
a
are
tick
you
up,
gonna
or
be?
whatever they call it? Tip up? There's one where you can tip the dice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it just says tip it up
No,
by one.
I'm gonna keep what I've got.
All right.
So I'm gonna do meteorite. I get to inflict stun.
What's stun do?
Stun. A player afflicted with this token may take no actions of any kind. Ow. Yeah. No cards may be played. No defenses may be made. No status tokens or passive abilities may be used. After the attack concludes, the player who inflicted stun removes the token and then immediately targets the same opponent with an additional offensive roll phase.
Whoa! There's an additional combat step?
Yes.
Jesus.
Red.
So you stun him.
Yes. So first I stun Matt.
So
Yeah.
he doesn't get to use evasive. He doesn't get to make his defensive roll.
No.
You just deal this damage.
Yes. You could, I guess, technically go infinite with
Wow.
this. I gain 2 fire mastery.
Okay.
Then I deal 1 undefendable damage per fire mastery. So I'm going to deal
So that's 3.
3. And additionally deal 2 collateral damage to all opponents.
So that's 5 total.
5. So 3 undefendable. So technically, I guess it doesn't matter because
Right. Well, it doesn't matter because he's stunned.
you're stunned. But
But
you could,
Next combat, it might work.
hypothetically, you could still use your. Right, you can't even use.
Can't do anything
Yeah. Okay, so you take 5 damage.
right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
You take 5, then you become unstunned, and Ben gets to have another offensive roll phase.
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder why.
You could literally stun lock
I
someone.
wonder why
Yes.
they make it undefensible after you've already stunned them.
It does say actions. It doesn't say.
So it's
No, it says
no cards may be played, no defenses may be made, no status tokens or passive abilities may be used.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's just
okay.
everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess
there might be a specific hero that.
Yeah.
Or I
interacts
guess
with
if
it
Matt
some
had
way.
something that could stop the stun token.
Sorry,
even
so
before it's
that's
put
what
on.
it is, right? So it's like we should do this in the order of how it is. So
You don't have to stun the opponent you're hitting.
right, I guess, but also because I'm
Wait,
going.
no, yeah, you do.
What would happen is I say I'm using meteorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we go to the defensive roll time, and I think that's the opportunity. That's when things happen. So technically, before things happen, you have an opportunity. Maybe there's some card that's like, no, I negate this attack, or whatever.
Yeah. Or
And
I need to give myself some life back. Or I need to do
that's
something
the
else.
only time you can
Right.
react to this before. But once you're like it resolves magic,
Yeah.
everything on the list
Yeah.
goes down. So anyway, so I'm gonna go to combat 2.
Neat. Meteor, 2 blazes, and 2 flames.
Blaze is
2,
super
3,
not
4,
useful.
4, 6.
Yeah, Blaze doesn't give you much.
You get a
does
2,
it?
3, 4. That's not a bad start.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Sorry, this was a.
It was your blazes were your flames were 2 and 3.
Yeah,
Sure.
you had
Yeah,
2,
sorry.
3, 4, 4, 6.
Yeah.
So if you start with your 2, 3, 4.
So like there's
I don't need to tell him how to play poker. I just realized.
I don't know. I like
It's a tough call, right?
No, I like
there's,
the conversation.
there's a straight potential. There's other. I don't know where to take it.
It's weird how we keep going to poker instead of the.
Like what Yahtzee? I mean,
Yahtzee.
I was always thinking in poker.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
But the
yeah.
odds of a straight versus other things in this is entirely different than poker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm not using-
poker as the metaphor doesn't
I
really
don't.
help.
I don't know the poker stats for any of that to be useful. I'm just in my head. I'm just thinking. For some reason, if you say like a
Oh my
straight,
God.
I just assume.
That was my first roll.
I almost sneezed twice there.
Oh, that's what that was.
Oh.
I'm gonna go for the straight.
Well,
all
so
right.
you have a thing you do.
So wait,
Like I have a thing I do.
You're keeping the 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
I don't say
All right.
release, but
No.
yes.
Yes.
Well, there's a 1.
So that's a small straight.
I do that out of courtesy.
Yep. And so now.
Currently, I have hot streak, which is gain 2 fire mastery, then deal 5 + 1 per fire. So I'd be dealing 10 damage.
All right.
Jesus.
Or
Or if you get a meteor, which you didn't.
Yeah, too.
Well, you got 4 flames.
Which is 6 damage and 1 fire mastery.
Well, I mean, this is bad. So I'm going to go with the small straight.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm going to gain 2 fire mastery, and then I will deal 10 damage to you, Matt, which is totally defendable. So you can do whatever.
Because the stun's not there anymore, so now you get to do your thing.
So I do defend, and anytime here I can reduce damage.
Correct,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and after you roll this,
You could
you can also use your evasive.
Oh yeah. Basic stuff.
I mean,
Man.
also I think if he does damage because of his defense, can he not use his chi to do extra damage instead?
The chi damage can only be applied to the offensive damage roll
I
damage.
see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And cannot be used the same turn as gain.
That's right.
Yeah, but it says that on the thingy.
So you get 2 chi and deal 1 damage. Am I reading that right?
So I'll say
Yeah.
2 chi, deal 1, deal 1
Okay.
damage.
Blink. So we've gone through that.
I almost got knocked down, but not quite.
So now you can reduce damage or use your evasion.
Still 10
I'm-
damage to you on the stack.
I'm gonna try that evasion.
Sure.
That makes sense.
So that's rolling a 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't do it. I'm gonna reduce the damage by 4.
Sure.
Fair enough.
So you take 6.
Yeah, because you can use chi because I'm sure someone will have this question. You can use chi to reduce damage the turn it comes into play, but not to increase damage the turn it comes into play.
Seems really cool.
Yeah,
So now it's my second main.
that was a good turn for you.
It's not bad. Yeah.
That was a good turn and a half for him.
I was really curious how I was going to try and turn the corner.
Yeah, that meteorite is nasty.
It helped for sure.
You can literally stun lock. I love it.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. I
wild.
mean, it's unlikely.
I'm good. I'll pass to you, Matt.
I think that's probably why they build it in that way.
Okay.
Because they're like, wait, if we make it like this, if we make it expensive,
Yeah.
4 out of 5 of your Yahtzee, then this is actually a really good thing. You've 4 of a kind is really difficult at that level.
I figured the Pyromancer would be exactly my kind of character, which is mono
Red guy wins.
I was going to say, I was like, mono red, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've decided, like, people regard, like, mono red sometimes as, like, a disdainful kind of like, mono red. But I'm just like, nah, I'm all in.
It's still a color. It's still an archetype.
Yeah,
Like,
it's what I like playing.
Stop playing Magic wrong.
Might be.
why aren't you just playing like mono blue?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're playing Magic wrong.
Ding-a-doo.
Fist.
Whoa.
Lotus.
No.
And 2, I keep forgetting Zen.
2, 2, 4, 5, 6 is close to that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I have Zen Strike.
Which one's that? Oh, yeah, Fist, Zen. So that's 6
Deal
damage and 2
6.
chi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something.
But yeah, you did say the. Actually, why would I even go for Fist of Harmony if I have Zen Strike? So I would be going for Fist of Tranquility, but that would be a full.
And you lose the chance at actually doing something. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could I mean,
You specifically need a 3 from rerolling one thing.
All I
right?
would gain from Fist of Tranquility here is 1 damage and an invasive.
Yeah, I mean, just going with the Zen Strike seems pretty good.
Yeah. I am going to, just because I have the option to roll this Lotus because it's useless to me. So I'll keep these.
Sure.
What could happen?
Could
Meditate.
roll into meditate, I guess,
Yep.
if you wanted to.
I gain max chi and evasive
go on the defensive.
and cleanse.
What is
So
it?
you could not stun me and keep it there. I could just take it off. That's, I believe that
that's a very like unlikely.
Yeah, a player with this token may spend it at any time to remove a single status effect from themselves.
You
But
wouldn't
if
be
you're
able- you wouldn't
because
be
if
able
you're
to.
stunned, you can't use status effects.
You wouldn't be able to cleanse off stun.
Yeah.
Weird.
Rude.
It'd be great against the poison, though.
Yeah, it's true.
You could also. Oh, okay.
Not gonna do that one.
If you get 3, you also get a small straight.
Yeah, that's not good for him, though.
Oh my god.
Man,
6 back.
how do
3
I stop
sixes.
rolling at least 6s?
Yeah.
Said no one ever.
I guess that is a Zen Strike.
Yeah.
6 damage to Chi. To you, so it's your defensive time. You don't block any damage on your defensive roll,
No, I
but
just
it's
hurt.
still good.
I just say stop touching me.
Also, I mean, it's like Pyromancer doesn't always play against Monk.
Yeah.
So
You both also you both deal damage on your defensive roll, or
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Can. Yeah.
so having cleanse in this situation, like to block stun in the first place, is kind of a that would be an okay thing to allow.
I do
but
have
it
a
doesn't.
I do have a poisoning type effect. I have burn, which I haven't used yet.
Or knockdown.
Yeah.
Or knock.
Yeah.
Or knockdown. Yeah, would also work. All right, I'm gonna. That dice stuck to my hand.
You're just so nervous.
So I could deal 3 damage to you. I am going to.
That's the one I had.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some of that better D.
Nice, nice.
Better be
You want that better D.
I may reroll 1 or more dice during my defensive roll.
or more.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take both of these and reroll them because they don't actually do anything.
Better be.
Have you been finding your D unsatisfactory?
Well, I got the deal for you. So, so this does nothing. Meteorite. I get 1 fire mastery and shoot you for 3.
Okay. 3 damage to me, and that is 6 to you.
Yes. So I go to 14.
And I gain 2 chi.
All right, Matt. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna try and kill you this turn.
That makes sense. That was, I think, yeah, I think you really needed that. That other thing you were gonna hopefully draw. Whatever it
The
was.
meditate.
the max chi to basically.
Yeah.
Because I guess that's basically a 5 damage buffer.
It's full defense there.
And with evasive and cleanse. All right. Well, can you do it?
You got a main phase too if you want to do anything.
I am not
got 2
going to do
combat points.
anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Upkeep. I cool off a little bit, so I'm down to 5 mastery. I haven't actually hit
You're using
the
way
threshold.
fewer cards than we did.
Yeah. Yeah, I was constantly playing my cards.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
I needed to.
I think I've
I
cycled
only
through.
did hand attack once.
Yeah, I know.
It just
but
happened to be at the very
But I
beginning of the
needed
game.
to in order to actually burn through
Yeah.
like abilities and stuff to be able to do some cool things.
Your opponent can't hurt you when they're dead. Really? Let me hang on.
Wait, is that how it
People
works?
die when they're killed? What?
Okay.
If you die in the game, you die in.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to roll, you guys.
Guys, I need you to be very brave.
Okay. That's fire.
Yes.
Fire.
Am I a ghost?
Ooh. Well,
So it's just straight up pyroblast.
that's pretty powerful.
Does re-rolling anything get you a remix to something better?
Remix.
Remix
seem
to
like it.
ignition.
I mean, right.
Yeah. Like, do you
I think what I'm gonna do.
make the play? For
So if I were to re-roll these two, I could the likelihood of me re-rolling another flame in a worst case scenario where something cool doesn't happen to get pyroblast is high, right? And
Yeah.
but I could re-roll these two in the attempt to maybe get like a small straight or something.
I mean, play the entertainment play. I
Yeah.
absolutely say. Yeah.
Well, if but yeah,
Right?
sure.
Like pyroblast is just like a fallback scenario for me a
So
little
a
bit.
small straight, you need to get 2 and 4, or sorry, you need to get 3 and 4.
Yeah, which is rough. I think I'm gonna do that.
All right.
We'll see what happens.
got that 4.
Ooh, ooh, interesting. Now what?
Meteorite.
What?
Go for the meteorite.
I could go for combustion.
You gotta roll 2 6s for
I know.
that.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go for
exciting.
combustion, and
Oh,
hope
yeah?
I gotta get a fiery soul, because then I just deal lethal to Matt in undefensible damage.
Oh, that'd be rude.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for it.
All right.
Fiery soul, fiery soul, fiery soul. Okay. I'm gonna use try again.
What's that do?
So 1 CP. May reroll up to 2 dice.
All right.
Is it 1 dice twice, or is it 2 dice?
It's can be the same dice twice in a row or 2 different dice.
Oh wow. What's better, do you think?
Oh, okay.
it's
So
the same
hold on.
number.
Now I gotta think.
Ah,
That's good. Spend some time thinking.
yeah. I like broad strokes. I like Ben's strategy this turn of just try to end Matt
Yeah.
right now.
Finish it. Yeah.
I'm gonna reroll the 2 that I rerolled last time.
All right.
I need that fiery soul because if I don't I don't know. I don't think I do anything, which I don't know if it has happened before.
Oh, to just completely
Not
riff
have
your turn?
anything. Yeah.
Uh-oh. That would be bad, yeah.
Okay, we
Oh.
got there. Whew. Okay.
All right,
So-
so if you pick combustion,
Yes.
then that's 12 damage, and the chi doesn't help.
Yes.
So, now that the rolls have stopped, does Matt have anything that could affect you?
Or something to affect rolls.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, on the offensive. Because this is still the offensive roll, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I think it's over.
Yeah, no.
So I remove. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, so
The closest
I guess
I could
before
do is this, and that's not enough.
Sure. I also was gonna have. I'm gonna use my last CP as red hot, which is add 1 damage per fire mastery.
wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Before I removed anything or.
He's already dead.
Holy shit.
So, because if you remove 4,
It
then
would have
that's-
only done 2.
That's 12.
Yeah.
Deal 3, right? Deal
Yeah.
3 per token. So that's 12 damage. Even with the 2 chi, he can only take that down to 10.
10.
And he's only got 9 life. So that looks to me like the end.
I mean, you get to
Did you
you get
have
to roll
anything?
defense against it.
I thought
You're
it was
allowed.
undefensible.
No,
It
it's
is-
undefensible.
Oh, it's undefensible. Well,
Yeah.
That's why I was going for that.
Yeah.
So Matt couldn't stop it.
eat a dick, I suppose.
Ta-da!
Get
Yes, I
that.
will.
Get that better D.
Get that better D. Yeah. All right.
Well, damn, this game rules. Thank you
Yeah.
very much, Matt. Thank you for the game.
Thank you for the game.
And thank you, Eldrazi Trainer,
Yes,
for
for sending this.
the saga of trying to get it to us.
Yeah.
This is sweet. I definitely think that we will return to this.
yeah.
Maybe we'll do a multiplayer, or maybe we'll do some sort of tournament kind of
Ooh,
a thing.
that
I
could
think
be
which
fun.
would.
I can see that,
So
yeah.
that's the thing. Is like so this game.
Because we've got 10 characters
Yeah,
to choose from.
We're
This
not doing
game-
Thursday Night Dice Fight.
AFK makes another baby.
We can't keep forking
No, we
this one.
can't.
my beautiful child. We could hypothetically do like a kind of winning thing. I lost track of what I was going to actually say because we were. Yeah.
The fact that we could literally have a tournament where
Yeah.
people are playing on stream and people are playing off stream,
Yeah.
and be like, everyone pick a character. That's who you're
like the
playing
Highlander
as.
tournament.
Yeah.
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 This game seems really sweet, and I definitely think we'll probably pick up the other 2 for season 2, and I think they're doing more stuff. So
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Eldrazi Trainer has said they will finish the collection. Well,
Well, there we
We
go.
appreciate
that's
that.
very kind of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you all for tuning in. to
Yeah.
this was a ton of fun. Thank you, Graham and Beej and Matt, for being on the show.
And thank you, Ben, for being on the show too.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Oh, and thank you to Paul Saxberg from Roxley Games for showing up and hanging out for a bit and
Yeah,
giving us
Paul-
some encouragement.
Paul was answering like all the questions
Yeah.
in chat, and it was like having a PPR judge.
Yeah.
Chat judge. It was sweet.
Great.
So thank you. A reminder that this stream is brought to you by the amazing folks over at wormwoodgaming.com. If you want to get like one of these amazing dice trays that we used here on stream with some great,
great.
lovely wood products, and you live in the U.S., you can use code LRR for free shipping, and everywhere else in the world, you can use code LRR World for $10 off shipping.
And this stream and everything we do is brought to you by you. And, oh, I'm sorry. Bones of...
Fine. Okay, Wormwood Gaming, from the bones of skins and the trees of beasts, are not valid in wherever the
Forgotten Realms.
the others of the Forgotten Realms still in,
Yeah.
in Ravenloft.
And this show is brought to you by both your kind support of our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun and by your subscriptions here on Twitch.
Oh, and we should mention the Patreon helps us also to get to things like Magic Fest Seattle.
Yes.
So we will have 6 people there and me. I don't know why that came out that way.
Six.
Yeah.
It'll be
six.
6 humans and
Yeah.
bees.
Thanks. 6 normal human beings.
Adam and Ben and Cameron and Graham and
James
James
and Adam.
and did I say Adam?
Surge.
And Surge. I did do it in alphabetic order. I was trying to.
Oh, sorry.
The
I was
hard
throwing
thing
you
is
off.
trying to work this all out. And then they'll be there
David and
playing all sorts of
Ethan.
stuff. You guys
Don't
will be
mention
doing
Dave around,
TTC
yeah.
live. So you want to see
Adam.
Tab FNC live, you can do that. If you want to, we'll face them down with Magic. Show up. If you want to watch the Adam, what's his last name again?
Kobo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
doing
yes.
Kobold?
Yes.
Yes. I keep wanting to call him Kobold.
Oh, I mean,
Right. That's why I keep thinking I'm
I'm
screwing
sure.
it up. Right.
I feel like that'd be
He's-
like a good Halloween.
He's much
Yeah.
stronger than a kobold.
And he's
Yeah.
playing. He's holding a D&D one shot that loading ready run will be the characters in.
Yeah.
And Tappy's doing. She's doing the
match game.
match game. That's right. And I will be there running a booth. And it doesn't cost anything to get into Magic Fest. So if you're in the Seattle area and you want to come meet us and you want to get things signed and you want to buy some merchandise, please do come by. It's okay to do that. That's all I want is for me to meet you and sell you things.
You want to do a capitalism.
I want to feel like my time down there in my outfit is going to be time well spent.
Are you wearing the outfit?
I
while
am
you
wearing
run
the
the
outfit.
booth?
Absolutely, I am wearing the outfit.
It's a
I
necessary
need people
thing.
to stop by and be like, "Who the hell's that asshole?"
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Good. Gonna be there Sunday? Yeah. But only until like about 3:30.
And then most of you are leaving to go do a thing.
Yeah, we're going to Stomping Ground.
Yeah.
Which is not a Magic reference.
No.
They're having a WWE pay-per-view live at the Tacoma Dome.
It'll be my first ever time at a wrestling event.
It's going to be many people's first time ever at
Yeah.
a wrestling event. I'm excited
We're gonna
about
be
it.
babies.
Yeah.
Before
Oh.
we do, yeah. All right.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Tomorrow,
Plus on it.
it's Checkpoint.
Check punt.
Yay!
Oh wow.
Checkpoint Plus
Gotta write some
tomorrow.
stuff.
So much news.
Check punt.
Yeah,
Before E3.
Talk about Pokemon.
It's the only thing to talk about.
Yeah.
yeah. We're in the lead up to E3 here, but thankfully for us anyway, most of the big game companies are just like, screw it. We're just gonna release all our info now. We're not gonna wait until E3.
Gonna make you wonder about the big stuff we're gonna announce at E3 and then do nothing.
But speaking of other E3 stuff, stay tuned to this banner and a few things. Later on Thursday, LRMTG. James and Adam are going to be playing Magic cards. Tomorrow night.
I think they said they were gonna do Modern Horizons.
Yeah, it's coming to Mitgo. Tomorrow night. Oh, look at that. A
It's
brand
the
new.
long game.
A brand new of the long game. Best with 5 players, we are told.
Yeah.
So we are nothing if not obedient.
You can fit so much of my
many-
disdain for the upcoming memes in this.
So
thing.
much
So
betrayal.
much of your D in there.
So myself, Ben, Cameron, James, and Adam are going to be betraying one another for months at a time
Yeah.
in Betrayal Legacy. At the end of which, we get a repeatedly usable board game. It's
Oh, hype.
wait, Pandemic, that thing's F.
Yes. Yeah. Fucked.
And
yeah.
Risk, you can use the Risk Legacy board afterwards. The only problem being it's Risk.
Yeah.
This, we could play again. So that's cool.
Yeah, you're gonna be every week somebody, or every other week somebody will betray somebody else, and yet you'll be surprised every time.
Yes. James and Adam, indeed. The Friday Night Paper Fight, what is it this week? It doesn't say.
Commander.
Oh, right, it's Commander. No one spoke up to replace me, so it might be me.
All right.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Commander.
And I
Yeah.
believe James was talking about doing a bonus stream of PUBG.
Oh,
On the weekend or
cool.
that day?
Earlier that day.
Neat.
Well, it'll make it.
keep
into
an eye on the
for you.
schedule.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he controls this. He can put it on there. Saturday.
Yeah, the special one more.
1 p.m. Pacific on Friday.
Oh,
There you
okie dokie. Cool. Adam's Game House.
Yeah.
Darksiders War Mastered Edition.
That's right.
Sick.
Adam's going to finally vanquish Darksiders.
Nice. No, I won't be playing Bear Tribal on Friday because Modern Horizons is not out yet.
Yeah. We're
not-
not going to be using any
Not
of those
allowed
cards.
to do that. Yeah. On Play It Forward on Saturday, Ben, you're continuing A Plague Tale.
Yeah, there's
with all of your four-legged friends.
so many friggin' rats.
Rats,
y'all.
rats.
Yep.
It's basically like Ratatouille, except not a Pixar movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very much not. It's Ratatouille, but if when the rats entered the kitchen, they ate the lower torsos of like all the chefs, and you had to watch it happen.
Oh,
Yeah. This game's 20, but like this game is very graphic.
so tune in for that.
It's been great so far.
Now I thought, okay, so Sunday at 1 p.m. is the Microsoft presser.
Yeah, the pressers haven't made it into this for some reason.
Okay. E3 coverage begins on Sunday at 1 p.m. with Paul. Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Watching the Microsoft thing. Maybe someone else will join Paul, but right now it's just
Yeah,
Paul.
I apologize, Paul.
People, everyone was like, "Who wants to go for all these different press things?" And I'm like, "Hey, I'll check out."
Yeah,
whatever.
you and I were gonna rock this first one together.
Yeah,
and
but
then,
and then Ben bailed on me.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But yeah, this is actually kind of, it's interesting. Like the Microsoft has its fingers in so many different pies right
Yeah.
now. I literally don't know what kind of, like, is it going to be like crazy VR stuff? Is it going to be PC stuff? Is it going to be Xbox stuff? Like what kind of stuff they're going to announce? I don't actually know.
I hope
not
they
all?
just get confused and think they're just announcing the next version of Windows.
That'd be
They
great.
just do a keynote about that.
Windows 11.
Now one
Hell,
an
I'd be
update that
interested
won't
in
delete
that.
your WMV core.
Yeah. Then Rhythm Cafe at that's also wrong.
Wait, no, that says 3:30?
That's wrong. That's wrong too.
Because
Heather asked for a specific time. One
Heather
second.
asked for 3 o'clock.
3
I
to
thought.
5. So Rhythm Cafe at it is 3. That is
is
correct.
3,
It is
yeah.
correct on stream. At a special time, an hour earlier than usual, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, because at 5:30 p.m., Ben and Surgeon Corey are going to be watching the Bethesda presser.
Yeah, I'll be back for that one.
Then on Monday morning, Ben and Kathleen are going to be watching the PC Gaming Show
And
at 10 a.m.
that is technically sponsored content.
Really?
Because we, the people from the PC Gaming Show, got a hold of us and says, "Hey, you're co-streaming this, right?" And like, yes. It's like, do you want to sign on to a thing and we'll?
Oh, I had no idea.
So I'm waiting for their stuff to show up in the mail.
Oh, that's amazing.
If it does not show up, then it is not sponsored.
Okay, cool. Then at 1 p.m. on Monday, Corey, myself, and Paul are going to be watching the Ubisoft presser. And then at 6 p.m. on Monday, there's no Dice Friends again.
No.
Yes, there is.
There is Dice Friends. There is Dice Friends.
Yes.
Then that's not happening.
All right.
Then Dice Friends is happening on Monday.
Yes.
This is
not at
why
6.
these things should probably be put on the schedule.
Yeah. They need to be in that calendar. Well, we'll get them into the
I
calendar.
thought they
What
were.
is James Turner doing?
We will impress upon him to put these things into the schedule.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday at 9 a.m., Beach, Kathleen, Paul, and Heather are watching the Nintendo Direct.
Animal Crossing.
Heather's very excited about Animal Crossing.
Think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Animal Crossing Direct.
So Dice Friends, is my understanding, is going to be, because Ian will not be here for it.
Yeah.
It will be.
It's a bonus.
It is Cameron still doing everything?
still after the flood.
but it is after the flood Gaiden.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
the
going
best
to
way to
be
think
a
about
little it'll be like a side story or a dream sequence or something. I don't actually know what it's going to be, but it'll be something.
Yeah. And then some other stuff next week as well.
Yeah.
The Nintendo was the important one.
Like 9 o'clock.
No, that conflicts with the Nintendo presser, so
Yeah.
Nintendo takes precedence.
So early.
That's James's penance for not putting this on the calendar.
Yeah.
He doesn't get mocked this week.
Yeah. Subs?
Subs.
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 Thank you, all you amazing people for supporting our streams, whatever they may be. Sometimes we don't even know, but thank you for supporting them nonetheless, in all the amazing ways you do. But in particular, thanks to the people who subscribe during this stream, starting with
Firebird14 was a brand new subscriber. Welcome. Thank you so much.
Julian,
Yeah. I like
pardon
that.
me, a 27-month resub. Welcome back.
Bladness back for their 30th month. Welcome back.
Davina for 49 months. Thank you for your support.
Star Wars THX 1138 for 4 months. Welcome back.
Why not American Graffiti? Why not just all the Lucas movies? Zella Flo, gifted by an anonymous gifter. Welcome to the channel.
Bread is best. #1 for 9 months. Congrats on your sub, baby.
And Luck Sacker gifted by
Smapty Flafferman. Is there a
you.
Mrs. Smapty Flafferman? Electric Claire for 31 months. Welcome back.
Gamer Cat. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry.
Gamer Cat, 88 for 14 months. Welcome back.
Good, because I would have said 74.
Ah.
Hey! Hey! Gifted by Seth Erickson. Paul, you're now subscribed to the channel. Show
Paul's
up.
not here anymore.
Yeah, I know, but you'll find out later. Yeah.
I thought you were just going to leave it at, hey, gifted by this, and then not actually say the name.
Yeah.
The Nerd Wonder for 18 months. Thank you for your support.
11 Dot for 2 years. Holy moly, thank you very much.
Caffeinated Lemur for 70 months.
Is that the highest one?
That's as high. I think
That's
that's as high as it can be at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome back, Caffeinated Lemur. Thank you.
Dial in for Mara for 15 months. Welcome back, Mara.
Woo.
Evan Dill, gifted by Christ. Thank you for joining us.
Wizard Zed for 70 months as well. Thank you very, very much.
Butts. 18 months. Welcome back.
Eric for 66 months. Welcome back.
Oyotter for 43 months. Thank you for your support.
Fuzzy Genius for 27 months. Welcome back, friend.
Short for Phil with a 40-month resub. Welcome back.
Affinity for a Liff for 3 months. Welcome back.
Bright Storm Rising for 27 months. Thank you for your support.
Mr. Harry Dresden for 8 months. Welcome back.
Crashes for 60 months. Welcome.
Soldier of Fortune from Deep Space for 66 months.
And Mix Plumbean for 6 months. Thank you for returning.
Flail Squared for 32 months. Good to see you again, friend. Thank you.
Hrez2 for 30 months. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Eldrazi Trainer for 18 months. Thank you for the game.
Thank you for gifting to Kuru, Ru, Gu, Asu, and Telak. Dog of Myth, thank you for gifting those.
King Zykor and the War Boar for 5 months. Welcome back.
They call me Kay for 12 months. Welcome back. The 1 year.
Haseo Sora back for their 21st month. Welcome back.
And thank you for these 3, 4, 6, 9 bits to Lumite.
That's how humans pronounce that number.
The Neatest Burrito, Zella Flow, Thunder Voice, 1, Insane, 42, Type, 1, DJ, H, Gaming, and Contingent Cat.
It's like listening to the iOS 12 Siri.
Yeah.
Duh bits.
The bits, the
bits.
bits. Thank you guys so very, very much for tuning into another episode of AFK here on the Loading Ready Run Network. Next week, we will be playing a special game. So tune in for that as more info and whatnot unveils for it.
It's a secret.
It's a secret. Yeah, it'll be a great time. Until then, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you later.
Welcome back, Ramiel117 for the 24-month resub just under the wire.
Bye!
Bye.